What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It's your boy Truex, the sports junkie. Welcome to the NBS Show. Listen, they got some. Is there a stranger here tonight? Is there a stranger here tonight? It looks like we got a stranger. I'm gonna start there. Stranger, who are you? Can you introduce yourself to the panel?
Quiet on set.
Oh,
All right. It's your boy, Mr. Franchise. I'm back. I had basketball season. Y'all know I'm the head coach over at La Plata, high school over in La Plata, Maryland. Your boy is back. I'm back, ready, better than ever, ready to bless y'all with some great sports knowledge. Let's go.
and he got the whiteboard in the background, like he about to show us what he's working on. I ain't mad at it. Of course, I got my other brother. In the building. See, man, it was a rough weekend, but still super proud of you what y'all did at Northside, man. Congratulations to them on being runner-ups, in the state. That's definitely fire for that program, and salute to y'all. But what up, C?
What's the deal, man? Mr. C, the trendsetter, aka the whole damn show. Shout out to Northside High School, like you said, man. Came up a little bit short in the state championship game, but hell of a run. 12th seed, beat the number 1 seed in the tournament, and ended up coming up a little short in the to our nemesis Peabody in in the finals. But it's all good, man. Great run. We'll be back. And oh yeah, of course, I'm still screaming "Who that" to the death of me. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we Saints fans, so we say "Who that?" I see.
Boy, you Raider Nation if I ain't ever seen it, bro.
And then, of course, my other brother, I know he's watching. He's excited about Texas being the number 1 seed in the women's bracket. What up, box office?
Yeah, can't say I followed much women's, but you know what I have followed? I followed my teams and y'all's teams.
Oh,
and
God.
I want to break it down real quick. So the Colts, they were better than the Saints. Texas football, they were better than LSU. The Pistons are way better than the Pelicans right now. And VCU made it. LSU didn't. I mean, and then y'all tell me now Texas is number 1 in women's. I mean, are any of y'all's teams better than mine? I mean, come on now.
Let's put it out there. I like Duke in basketball. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, man. Come on.
And I like North Carolina, and you like VCU.
And we got a big matchup. Woo!
I'm about to get that bread.
But I'm excited for another show, man. I'm happy to see the franchise. So let's get this thing popping.
For sure. We got a fire show for y'all, man. We're definitely gonna talk about March Madness. Hopefully I can get Levi to talk about the women's who he thinks is gonna make the Final Four and who's gonna win the national championship. Bam Adebayo for sure. We'll talk, agencies. Where we starting, box?
Well,
am I tripping on
X, you sound like a robot. You might have to get on the phone. We're like X was trying to say, we're gonna talk Bam Adebayo and 83 points. We're gonna talk the brackets, and we're gonna break down the full bracket. But first, we are gonna start off with the Ravens failing Max Crosby on the physical, and then signing Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year deal, a division rival, right after that. What are your thoughts on all of this? And do you think the Ravens deserve a bad reputation after this?
No, they don't. They don't. My guy got Crosby got the surgery like 9 weeks ago. They said he was okay. They tried to make the deal. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Max Crosby, but to me, and this is just me, I think they hit the home run on getting Trey Hendrickson, keeping him in the division. Certified pass rusher. I know. Certified pass rusher. And you were still able to keep your 2 firsts? Why not? Why not? And I can still use my first on getting Lamar a decent another wide receiver, or a really good pass rusher, because that's where you struggled last year. I'm all for it.
Hey, man, I'll go next. I want to shout out the Baltimore Ravens for tuning in last week. Tuning in because after watching our show, it's so obvious that they watched this. They went and flipped that whole deal around, man, because we were all in here like, bro, what are they doing? 2 first-rounders when you got Trey Hendrickson right there, you could just sign him. They was like, damn, you're right. We could just sign Trey Hendrickson, keep our first rounder, because the drop off from Max Crosby to Trey Hendrickson is not two first round picks. When you gotta pay him anyway, you're gonna have to pay Max Crosby anyway. So what you're gonna be having to pay Max Crosby anyway, just sign Trey Hendrickson and draft who you want to for the next 2 first rounds. I think it was almost malpractice on their part in the first place for trying to do the Max Crosby deal. I get why they were doing it if there were no better options on the table. But when you got a Trey Hendrickson out there as a free agent, you do not trade 2 first rounders for Max Crosby. That was just ridiculous.
The Raiders were just desperate, man. They were trying to get off of that contract so bad. And then, now granted, they were able to sign the Kobe Dean and other players to kind of supplement that defense. But in the end, man, I'm big on Trey Hendrickson, man. That dude's a stud. He's a dog.
And what was funny, the Ravens tried to say that, oh no, this is not instead of the Max Crosby deal. We wanted them both. I call cap. You was not gonna go out there and try to sign Trey Hendrickson and get as well as Max Crosby. That sounds good. It would have been great. That would have probably been what you needed to do. But if you were gonna do that, you still would have done it.
Why your secondary is still soft? Like, your secondary is not that great. It's good, but it ain't that great. And you still need some, bro. You got to replace the tight end. You still got to get another decent receiver, bro. Ravens, smart move, man. And Lamar, I'm gonna say this right now, Lamar, you ain't got no choice now. You have no excuses.
Your lights are going out because you're talking crazy already. You just got in, you're already talking crazy. That's why your lights went out. I hope. Am I good now?
Go ahead.
Am I messed up?
You might need to get on that phone, my boy.
You're better. You're better, X, but you still might want to get on that phone.
Yeah, you're better, but you're blurry.
Okay, I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with my phone.
Well, we hear you, yeah, but
okay. Well, I think that the Ravens actually dodged a bullet here. They dodged a big bullet. I said that last week on the show. Giving up 2 first rounds for Max Crosby is crazy. But I'll even say this. I know y'all gonna think I'm wild and I might be on. I know y'all gonna get mad at me. It's okay. I'm not mad at the Trey Hendrickson move because we talked about it last week. I said they should go out and get Trey Hendrickson. That would be a good pickup. I don't like the contract though. I think they overpaid for him. That's just, I would have did a 2-year deal instead of a 4-year deal. I know that's probably what he wanted, but I wasn't giving him 4 years. He's 31 years old. He came off of an injury last year. I didn't love that. So for me, that was the biggest thing. If you want to give him a lot of money for 2 years, I'm okay with that. But 4, nah, I'm good on that.
Don't they have like some water years at the end?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Right now, not play out there 4 years. He would not play full contract.
Yeah, now X you back to being a robot. I don't know what the hell you said.
What'd
Yeah,
you say,
man.
Mr. C?
I'm trying to see
No,
what.
I think the contract has some voidable years at the end or a team option on that last year or something like that. So
Correct.
in essence, I think that is really only a 3-year deal. But I mean, I really do. I think that they just wanted to go ahead and get the deal done. They had to do something quick after losing Max Crosby. They had to go ahead and do something quick. They didn't really have the option anymore. They had put themselves in a bad position, so they had to go ahead and give Trey what he wanted because they needed to get him because the Ravens fan base was so upset that they didn't get Max Crosby. After that, they were like, man, what? How we didn't get Max Crosby? So, I think that what it is, they end up having to give. They had to give him Hendrickson what he wanted because they wanted to go ahead and get the deal done so quickly. But I think it does have like a avoidable year or a team option at the end of it or whatever.
But yo, okay. Trey has been playing under the franchise tags and all these different deals and whatnot. He was due for his bread, bro. He was definitely due. And I'm gonna just be honest. I feel bad for Joe Burrow right now, man, because Joe Burrow about to be buried. And that's my, again, that's a national championship down in LSU. But, bro, yeah, you're about, man. I know you got the weapons, but you ain't got nothing to save you now, bro.
Okay, am I better? Am I better?
Yeah, you're clear.
Okay, I my dumb self, I was at work and I cut my Wi-Fi off. So I was like, why is it tripping? But do I sound better though?
Everything's great.
Yeah, everything.
Okay. All right. What I was simply saying was I'm not tripping. I was happy that the Ravens went get Trey Hendrickson because they were going to get robbed out of those 2 first-round picks. I didn't like that for him with the Max Crosby deal. This Trey Hendrickson deal, the fact that they got him is a good thing. I don't like the years. He's 31. He's coming off of an injury. That's a risk for me. And when I look at his contract, yes, I know that y'all may say, oh, X, he's in the past, he's been great. I get it. But do I think in the future, 4 years, will he be great the next 4 years? My answer is going to be no. He may be great the next 2 years, which that'll be great for Baltimore, especially if they can win a Super Bowl. I'll say it right now. I'll go out on a limb. He will not finish this contract in Baltimore. That 4 years, he will not play all 4 years in Baltimore. I'd be shocked if he did. But kudos to them. They get their 2 first-round back. That's a great thing for that organization. Like Jasper said, they can go out and get a wide receiver now. They may even trade for a wide receiver. I saw a couple of things out there. The Rams might be shopping Devontae Adams, the A.J. Brown. We're hearing about that. The Brian Thomas Jr.'s of the world. Now they have flexibility with those draft picks to go maybe make one of those moves. I think A.J. Brown to Baltimore would be ridiculous.
I got one better than that. Go to Cheetah, man. Go get Cheetah.
No. I'd rather A.J. Brown.
Well,
Because I think Zay Flowers and the Cheetah is very similar. Like, I don't think that really, and even, like, I don't know. I just think that A.J. Brown's a totally different type of wide receiver. So you have Zay, you have him. That would match better to me as far as what you're trying to do.
I agree. I mean, Brown's younger and he's not coming off a deadly injury. So I would go A.J. Brown too.
But what's
He'll be more expensive for sure. We all understand that. But Lamar has to get him a Super Bowl in this Ravens team, really. I mean, if they don't win a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson, will it be a failure? So, I mean, they got to go all in.
And you just got those 2 first-rounders back. Trade one of them down first-rounders. Go get A.J. Brown. Solidify your team, bro.
You have to do it while you still got Derrick Henry at his best. You still have to do this while Lamar's still in his prime. And I'm gonna just be honest, man. Lamar, you have literally no more excuses, bro. Like none. And you got more, bro. I'm sorry, Lamar. Put up or shut up time. Bottom line. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think he still needs help in the receivers.
I do too.
Now if they get AJ Brown, all excuses gone. Like I like the cheetah, like what you said, but Zay Flowers a younger cheetah because who knows which cheetah you getting back after this injury?
Right.
Like I really don't know who's going to take a chance on him, but you are really taking a big chance on Hill now. So
take a chance on him too. I know somebody that should really take a chance on him.
Who?
Boys on your them boys on your head, brother.
Here we go. Here we go.
Before this turns into the Saints show, I'm gonna go next.
Youngster with and Olave, bro.
I'm good at UMass box office. I want everybody to come to the Saints. I'm good on this short, fast ass receiver, bro. We got enough of them.
I'm gonna go next. I was the only one on the show last week that defended Baltimore getting rid of those 2 first-round picks for Crosby. I thought they should have still done it. Like Les Snead, I'm all about F them picks if you're getting a proven star in his prime, which Max Crosby is. He's also 3 years younger than Trey Hendrickson. Now, clearly what was going on here was they just changed their mind, and the next day they go get Trey Hendrickson, which means they were literally in contract talks with Trey Hendrickson the whole time. They just happened to change their mind. Now, do I think they should they be looked at as the bad guys or anything like that? No, because I think this happens all the time. Teams change their mind all the time. The trade was for Max Crosby, a star. So this story was a little more public than people would like. I thought they should have stuck with Max Crosby just because it's a 3-year difference. But you're still getting a stud in Trey Hendrickson, if you ask me. I wanted the Colts to get Trey Hendrickson, and I'm pissed off that the Ravens pulled this off because apparently he was going to Indianapolis.
Yep.
I'm pissed off. I mean, they ended up screwing us.
Y'all dodged a bullet. Y'all did a good thing by not getting him, bro.
Trey Hendrickson.
Y'all not ready to win right now. Or if y'all have a quarterback, if Daniel Jones is healthy, but like the way it's sitting right now, I just don't feel like with Daniel Jones hurt, y'all not ready to win right now.
Yeah, but we would sign him to a 3-4 year deal. I mean, we don't have to win exactly next year. You would have Trey Hendrickson and Sauce on the same defense. I think that would have been nasty. I think the Colts were trying to do the right thing. But this is how it goes. Trades are finalized 3-4 days later sometimes, and teams can change their mind. I would have gone with Max Crosby. But it's not a bad thing either getting Trey Hendrickson and keeping 2 first-round picks as well.
Right.
I mean, I'm a Trey Hendrickson fan. I just think Crosby's a little better, and he's younger. In terms of A.J. Brown, the Ravens and the Patriots were talking to him before this Max Crosby thing. Now that they get the first 2 first-rounders back, now they could possibly go back in for A.J. Brown. I think they probably should because that's the only missing piece for the Ravens. Now, people sometimes make excuses for Lamar. Oh, well, his receivers aren't the best. He won 2 MVPs without all those receivers.
True.
So, he was the number 1 seed, had the Chiefs at home in the AFC title game. Now, obviously, they improve. They get better with A.J. Brown, a lot better. But at the same time, not every quarterback has the perfect offense around. Like not everybody can have the dream team. Who was Josh Allen's receiver last year? 48-year-old Brandon Cook. So to me,
he
not
didn't go anywhere either, though. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like you can't have always the perfect roster. But overall, I think the Ravens are still fine with the Trey Hendrickson deal and 2 first rounders. I do think they should take another shot at AJ Brown. Apparently, the Patriots offered a first rounder and a third rounder, and the Eagles still declined. I mean, I don't know what the Eagles think they're gonna get. I really don't know what they're expecting. I mean, AJ Brown is great, but for a receiver, what else do you deserve besides a first and a third?
Right.
What do you think you got? Chelsea Clinton?
Bro.
AJ Brown. I'm sorry. I give up 2 firsts. I give up the first this year, the first the next year, and probably 2 thirds or 2.
God damn! I'm trading for Jettas then. I might as well just go get Jettas then. I might as well just offer everything.
Nah, I'm not. I'll give you 1 first round, and like you said, a first and a third. And you don't want that? Well, hit me back when you don't get nothing better, and I'm hanging up. I'm not giving you more than a first and a third for a guy who doesn't want to be there, and that you're tired of dealing with. You obviously want a deal.
I see that, but is AJ Brown still one of the top 5 best receivers in the league?
He's up there, bro. He's up there.
I think so.
Let's be honest. AJ Brown to the Patriots changes everything. AJ Brown to Baltimore changes everything. The guy is a game. He went to the Eagles and changed everything.
No, I agree with you. I think that they should trade for him. But you're saying 2 firsts, 2 thirds. Goddamn, you just want to mortgage everything for AJ Brown. I'm an AJ Brown guy. That's a lot.
I got 2 years. If I got 2 years, I think AJ still got 2 years left on that deal. If all I got is 2 years, I do it.
He's not top 5 no more. He's not top 5 no more. You got Jettas, Chase, JSN, Puka, and
then AJ Brown, CD. It's all them.
I think all of them in the same category. I think he is around top 5.
6. Okay.
I said Chase,
5,
Jettas,
6.
Puka.
5, 6.
He's definitely top 10.
5, 6,
Definitely.
7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't matter. We know who's the
And that's my thing.
2 firsts, 2 thirds.
But see, I will say this. Out of all the guys, and look, AJ Brown is a dog, though. He's not just somebody that's going to go catch passes. Like, he's physical. Like, I think he would be great for Baltimore. I understand what Jasper's saying. It'd be hard for me to pull that trigger. All them draft picks, I'd be like, Lamar, come on, man.
But True, you said it the best. You might get 2 great years out of Hendrickson. You might get 2. You're going to probably get 3, maybe 4 more great years out of Lamar. Derrick Henry is.
That is true. He is right in a sense.
He's good, but is he like, he's going to give me 4 more great years? This is might be the start of the slight decline of Derrick Henry. You have to hit it big. If you're going to hit the home run, hit it now. Because, look, it's 2 years of a first and thirds. That's it. 2 years. And I know I could win. Like the chance.
Next year's draft class is so good, though, bro. It's so good. Like, that's why I'm having a hard time. It's so good next year's draft class, bro. What they're projected. You thinking they're going to be so good.
Yeah, I mean, we all thought that Garrett Nussmeier was a first-round pick, and now look where he's at right now.
That is true. That is true, bro. That is true. But God, that's a lot, Jay.
Mendoza was going to be the first pick over on the draft. I mean, never mind. Let's go. Man, I could dive into this all night.
All right.
I'll tell you what. Like, if I'm gonna give up all that, I'm like X. I'm going to get Justin Jefferson. If not, I mean, I do the same thing we did with Trey Hendrickson. I just find one of them other receivers that I can get for less than that. You know what I mean? Somebody that's just like, I'm trying to find somebody. I'd trade for Devonta Smith, something like that, and I know I can get him for less than two firsts and 2 thirds.
And the contract Devontae's contract is way better than AJ's.
Yeah, like I say, look, y'all want too much for AJ, man. Let me get Devontae. I seen your 2 seconds and a third for him.
Look, bro. Think about this. If Justin Jefferson's going to cost you at least 3 firsts, maybe a second, and a player.
No, I didn't be trading with you, Jasper, because you don't give up everything.
This is not Jerry Rice.
I got 2 years. That's it. Oh yeah.
The Patriots didn't even give up a first rounder for Randy Moss, bro. This is not happening for AJ Brown.
Randy Moss off of 3 bad years in Oakland.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't just typical Randy Moss.
Nah, it was bad.
He had over 1,000 yards in Oakland.
It was fucking bad. It looked terrible, bro.
Oh my God. Y'all wild, boy. Y'all so wild.
Jasper thinks he's getting Jerry Rice over here.
He doesn't curse. And that's how I know it was that bad. Because we all know Randy Moss was in like wide receiver purgatory in Oakland.
He was in player purgatory in Oakland.
Oh yeah, massive.
But I'm saying like I couldn't give up 2 for him. I couldn't give up 2 first rounders for him. Like that's why I said I thought that was crazy for them to do it for Trey Hendrickson. Now I understand what you're saying about going all in because I'm not even really worried about Lamar's timeline more than I'm worried about Derrick Henry's timeline. You got probably 2 more years of a good Derrick Henry before you start to see a significant decline. You know what I mean? And right now, well, you got new coaches in there now. I don't know how many times he's going to leave the field. Like he was leaving the field a hell of a lot last year, and I didn't like it. But I don't know how they're going to use him this year. But I know you got about probably 2 more years before you see a significant decline in Henry. So I can see what you're saying, but that's why I'm giving that 1 first round pick.
Well, I'll say this to Jasper. Jasper just went off. I know y'all might laugh. I'm like, X, you letting 2 thirds stop you? Yeah, I am. I would give up the 2 firsts for AJ Brown. I would. I know it sounds crazy. If you were willing to give that for Max Crosby, to me, I got Trey Hendrickson and AJ Brown for those 2 first rounds. I'm cool with that. I'll take that. I would take that because I would take that for Max Crosby. If I had Max Crosby, you give me AJ Brown and Trey Hendrickson, you could have Max Crosby. So I would do it for 2 firsts.
It's 2 years.
Not the thirds, though. That's too much.
This year, next year.
The 2 firsts are a lot, but when they're in their franchise right now, I get what Jasper's saying.
I might would sacrifice and do the 2 firsts, but the 2 thirds, like I said, along with it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I would offer a first and 2 seconds. How about
that?
I
would try. I would definitely try stuff like that. But I'm just saying, if push came to shove, that was the end all be all. They're like, no, we're not taking it unless we get your first this year and your first next year. I would be like, okay. As a franchise, I'm thinking to myself, we're gonna be really good. They'll get a late round pick. I'm gonna do it.
That's why I say I'll probably be like, yeah, man, we're gonna be picking 32 for the next 2 years. You can go and get it. You can go and get it. Send that boy up.
They overpriced seconds. But go ahead, box office.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to another player. Kyler Murray to Minnesota. Speaking of Jettas, he's got a new quarterback. It's March where there's still a lot to happen. But if you had to guess, is Kyler Murray going to take the Vikings back to the playoffs like they were with Sam Darnold?
No, I'll go first. Yes. Mm-hmm. I think Kyler Murray needed a new start. And I know Kyler Murray's been ripped because we've been saying, oh, he don't care about, preparing for football. But I just think the Vikings, brother, Vikings defense was nasty last year. People don't realize that. Did they win like 9 games? I want to say they won like 9. How many games they won last year?
I'll look it up. I forgot.
They won like 7, huh?
Maybe 7.
The Vikings this year were 9-7 and no, sorry, 9-8.
They won 9 games with nobody at quarterback. That's no disrespect. I just think, bruh, you adding Kyler Murray and a motivated Kyler Murray that has to prove it now. It's either now or never, or he ends up becoming just a journeyman from here on out. You can't make no excuses for him. He got arguably the best wide receiver in football that he has to throw. You can say Marvin Harrison. He had Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison had a lot of potential. Justin Jefferson is. You can't take that away from him. You have Justin Jefferson there. You have that defense. Dare I say they might win the division, bro. And that's crazy because the Bears looked good last year. The Lions, hopefully they can bounce back with all the injuries. Bruh, the Packers are a good team. I think if Kyler Murray can take the step that I think he can take, the Vikings can win this division. They can go from 9 wins easily to 11, 12 wins and win this division. I think Kyler Murray takes them back to the playoffs next year.
I'll go next. Absolutely. He takes them to the playoffs. Like you said, I actually thought they were like a 7-win team before he said it. But if they had 9 wins last year with nobody at quarterback, like he says, yes. Not only do I think he takes it to the playoffs, I think he earns a new contract after this. I think they found their franchise quarterback for the next couple of years. Poor J.J. McCarthy. I'm sorry, bro. They saw what you had last year and they decided to go get somebody else. I think that was the right move on their part. And Kyler Murray is still young. He has weapons to throw to now. And he has, and like you said, man, and Marvin Harrison thing, to be honest, Marvin Harrison still hadn't proved anything.
That's right.
The junior, he hadn't proved anything. And you could say, oh, he didn't have a quarterback. Did he now? We'll see. We'll see what Jettas do with him. You know what I mean? I really do think that that this was a great move by the Vikings. It puts them right back to the upper echelon of their division. Their division is arguably the second best in football right now. I'd say the second best in football because the NFC West is loaded. Only bad team in there is Arizona. But that puts the NFC Central as the second best team. But I think he brings them back to the playoffs. I think that they actually make a run, to be honest. And whoever the general manager in Minnesota looks like a genius after this.
And you mean NFC North, not NFC.
NFC North, not Central. Old.
Central don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm old, man. I'm old.
But they got weapons. Hawkinson, Addison, Jefferson, bruh. They nasty. I'm telling you, like, they got stuff over there.
That's why when you look at J.J. McCarthy, how he's really just not a good quarterback, bro. That was a bad.
Still young, but he's still young. Though. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, he's still young, but man, come on, bro. He's not. Do you look at J.J. McCarthy and think like, yeah, that's my franchise quarterback?
He may end up being like a Sam Darnold. It may take time for him. It just it takes different people different time. I didn't think. Look, this is the thing. I think that we sometimes look at guys and we think because they're drafted early, they're day one starters. There's only we always talk about it on this show. I told y'all, I feel like Andrew Luck was a day one starter. Peyton Manning was a day one starter. Those dudes that come into the NFL, most of them are not that. It takes time for them to sit, learn, become that guy. And I think J.J. McCarthy can, but it's going to take time for him to sit and really learn behind somebody. He's not a day one starter. That's just not what he is.
I understand that, but I mean, everything we saw at Michigan, nothing dignified him being picked that early, bro.
I agree. He wasn't in my top 5 when we did the top 5 quarterbacks.
Not either. But I say this. I will say this though. I just want to make this comment because you just brought it up. The worst thing I think that happened to the NFL is Sam Darnold winning this damn Super Bowl. Because everybody's looking for the next Sam Darnold.
Yep.
and this is gonna ruin some franchises.
But see, this has been going on. Rich Gannon didn't win it, but Rich Gannon got to the Super Bowl. Later on, he's a late bloomer. There's dudes that's been late bloomers. That's what I'm saying. We've seen late bloomers in the NFL. This is nothing new. Just Sam Darnold closed the deal.
Right. Brad Johnson closed the deal too.
Yeah, Brad Johnson closed the deal. That's a fact.
He did.
But I mean, like I said, but I know that everything is such a trend in the NFL. If something happens, everybody tries to go get it. Try to do the thing like Atlanta with Tua. That you don't think that they like, yeah, man, we got us a Sam Darnold here. Come on, man.
No. Everything's got to be a fit, man. All the stars got to align. The offensive coordinator. You got to have a great offensive line. You got to have the running game that saves you. You have to have a great defense. All those things matter, right? When y'all talk about Kyler Murray, I don't think he should have went to the Vikings, man. That division is difficult in itself. You got the Bears that won the division last year with a guy that's on a rookie deal. You got the Packers that was second in that division with Jordan Love with all the injuries. You got Detroit with a veteran presence in Jared Goff, right? Aiden Hutchinson is their pass rusher. Just an experienced team. I hate to say this to him. I'm not going to say that it was bad because, bro, if he didn't look at that division and say to himself, dude, I got to play the Bears twice, Green Bay twice, and I got to play Detroit twice. And oh, by the way, I got to play Chicago in the cold. I got to play Green Bay in the cold. Brother, I'm sorry. Will he make them a better team? Maybe. But does he make them Super Bowl caliber? Nah. I know y'all banking on Minnesota's defense, but bruh, it's Kyler Murray, man. And I do feel bad. I do feel bad for their quarterback from last season. I really do. However, I think he's in that Kenny Pickett role right now, and I hate to say that about a guy, but if Kyler has a good year, he's getting traded for a 7th round pick.
Right.
No, I'm being honest.
If he has a good year, they're gonna still trade him for a 7th rounder.
I think they're gonna trade. I think they're not Kyler, but I'm saying they're gonna trade. What's his name? Yeah, they're gonna trade him. Yeah, they're gonna trade him for JJ. They're gonna trade JJ for at least a 7th.
I wonder who trade for him. Miami?
No.
Or the Jets or something?
No. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw a weird team out there. Why not Arizona?
True, that was my next guess.
I mean, it makes sense, and
Arizona might have the #1 pick next year, bro.
But I'm gonna also say this, bro, and y'all brought up everybody's looking for the next Sam Darnold. I do think it matters. 2 things. One, where you're drafted, and if you got a vet behind you that teaches you the game. I look at Jordan Love, and I think Jordan Love sitting behind Aaron Rodgers was a blessing in disguise because when you watch him, he throws just like him. And I think he reads the game just like him. He's just not as successful as Aaron, was, but in terms of wins, but in terms of the stats and everything like that, he's prime time. I do think Darnold moving around over the years kind of helped them, and also landing in Seattle where they had an awesome offensive line, an awesome running back who I ain't gonna front, he gonna eat in Kansas City, and the defense was great. So all the stars aligned, and you had an offensive coordinator. Let's be honest, that managed the game. Didn't want him to do too much. He wasn't asking him to, hey man, I need you to go throw for 350 and 4 touchdowns. No, I need you to keep the turnovers low, be smart, keep it moving. Simple as that. So all you people that want to Sam Darnold, I think you should put things around your quarterback for him to succeed. Not, hey, I want you to go out and win, because those Sam Darnolds of the world are not Josh Allen or Lamar or Pat Mahomes. Those are the guys we expect to just go out and win with damn near nothing for offense. Sam Darnold needed a great offensive line. He needed an OC. He needed all those pieces in place. So just my thoughts, man.
Okay. I do think Kyler Murray makes them a playoff team, but I don't think he makes them a Super Bowl caliber team, kind of like Jasper said. I think he's a little limited, but I like the Kevin O'Connell fit because he turned around Sam Darnold, and he did a great job with Kirk Cousins as well. So I think Kevin O'Connell is a great quarterback whisperer. I also don't think that they should give up on JJ McCarthy just yet. I'm not saying I had him, as a future Hall of Fame quarterback, which I didn't, but I've seen some flashes of JJ McCarthy. It hasn't been perfect, but I've seen some flashes, and maybe he just needs some time to learn. Maybe in his way to best learn is to be on the bench. This costs nothing for Minnesota. Arizona is actually going to be paying his contract next year. I think Minnesota only pays $1 million of it, so it doesn't cost them anything. I like the move. There's no excuses for Kyler either, though. I mean, I thought Jacoby Brissett outplayed him in Arizona last year when he did play, and now he's got Jettas, he's got Addison, he's got Aaron Jones, he's got Hawkinson. He's got a good quarterback coach in Kevin O'Connell. No excuses for Kyler. And they went 9-8. Kyler, you need to get them to the playoffs. It's just that simple. He doesn't have to win a Super Bowl. Get them to the playoffs. I think that's a successful year. So I like the move. I think they are a playoff team.
Question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Let's say Kyler Murray gets into the playoffs. Do you give him the max deal next year?
I think you have to. I mean, and then they would have to move on.
Do you give him the Daniel Jones deal that the Colts gave Daniel Jones?
100%, because the Colts gave Daniel Jones 2 years. That's perfect. If he takes me to the playoffs, what other confirmation do I need that this is enough to sign him to a 2-year extension?
You're giving Kyler Murray $44 million a year.
If he takes me to the playoffs, yes.
I agree.
Like that's the goal here, Jasper. Like it is to see the potential from a guy. He's in your offense. He takes you to the playoffs in his first year there. What else do you need to know? Like, you've also got those great receivers around them. Why can't I think then after that in the next 2 years he could possibly take us to the Super Bowl if we build really well around him?
Okay. Not mad at you.
Now, if he misses the playoffs with this roster next year, I'm cutting him or letting him go, whatever, because he's on a 1-year deal. And I'm going back to J.J. McCarthy because he, at this point, I think next year is going to be 7 or 8 years. Mm-hmm. If you can't take me to the playoffs with those targets, like what else do I need to do here?
Yeah, because I mean, when you get him, you look about. It's not really his fault. He was in Arizona.
Right.
So that's why. But I'm gonna bring him over here with the tools I got, with the coaching I have, with the players I have, and we can fix him. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm Minnesota, that's why I'm signing. And I'm glad they didn't do Minnesota, because I had a sneaky feeling that they were going to go sign Kirk Cousins, bro. I thought that they were going to sign Kirk Cousins for the low and try to just let JJ learn another year and let Cousins be the mentor for him. And I'm glad they didn't do that for their organization and for football. I didn't want to see Kirk Cousins on TV anymore playing football, bro.
Come on, man. Don't disrespect Kurt, man.
Oh, Kirk
I
been
like to see
robbing
him
some people, yeah, man. If you really think about it, Kirk been robbing a lot of bro. He robbed the Commanders blind. He robbed Atlanta. I mean,
he robbed Atlanta.
He super robbed Atlanta.
He robbed Atlanta, but I understood him. That was them. That the Commanders robbed themselves.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, how you can blame Kirk Cousins when the organization is giving the money?
Yeah,
like that's on them. Like, what are we talking about?
And I definitely blame Atlanta because they signed him and then they go draft Penix on top of it. Why the hell did you sign him?
Right.
That was their GM. Their GM should be I didn't understand that crap at all.
No one understood.
That was the most fail-con stuff I ever seen, bro.
And now Penix, let's be honest. If Tua goes to Atlanta and shines, Penix might be on our show talking about football. I'm just being honest.
Hey, come on, Penix. I got some questions for you, my boy.
Yes.
Most of these guys, though, are not day one started. That's what y'all calm down, man.
Tell us why you can break down the cover 2, my brother.
Stop disrespecting Penix, man. Chill, bro.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're headed to the NBA and Bam Adebayo. Was it more impressive than Kobe's 81?
Oh, I want to go last. I want to hear y'all. I guess I know I have a different take, probably.
I wanted to go. Go ahead. That's fine. Who wants to jump on this first?
I'm gonna go, man. So, back down memory lane for a second. I was on my second deployment when Kobe dropped 81. And I remember the next night he dropped 60 3/4. And I was like, yo, Kobe might break Wilt's. Like, he might break that 100. And when I watched Kobe's 81 from a highlight perspective was one thing. But then if you guys have never watched the documentary Kobe 81 and you hear about how he wasn't even supposed to play that night because he had 3 injuries and still went off for 81. By the way, only took 20 free throws.
Oh, God.
Okay. Way more efficient than the Bam one. There was no triple teams and defense. They actually played defense back in that time. A lot better than these dudes do.
I knew.
Man, the Bam one just felt like the Wizards really did not care. And I'm gonna also say this: the Wizards, yes, they are by far the worst franchise in the league. I know I live in the area. I'm not from. Y'all know I'm from Louisiana, but I am in the DMV, and I'm just gonna say what everyone else has been saying. The Wizards stink, and it's not even close. Like their best player couldn't hang with Jalen Rose back in that time. So to me, and this is just me, I think Bam's 81 with 40 free throws, awful. But shout out to Bam. We're 81 with these new glorified rules and touch fouls and Eric Spoelstra saving you and all that other nonsense. But you will never in your life be better than that fucking Kobe 81. Kobe 81 was my man. Bro, I could go watch that documentary to this day.
Oh my God. That's why I love you, franchise.
Oh, listen, when Cole passed away, I went and watch Kobe 81. And my man said, yo, I really don't want to play tonight. And play through 3 injuries? Not 1, not 2, but 3 injuries and score 81. Bam is, bro. You know what's gonna bother me so much? Bam would have been prior to the 83 points. Bam would have probably gotten the Hall of Fame on the 4th try. Now they gotta put him in the Hall of Fame just off of 1 game. No. And I want anybody to debate. I want anybody to debate me on that. So is Bam a top 10 player tonight? He scored 83 points. I want someone to debate me now.
Oh God, here we go.
All right, I'll go next.
Clip this, put this on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, whatever you want. That was no. Cole's 81. Bro, Bam might make all NBA just off of 1 game. Go ahead.
All right. I'll go next. Does anyone know Bam's career high before the 83?
22.
I don't know.
30 something, huh?
No, it ain't.
Bam, Jasper said 22.
Come on, man. Come on.
His career high was 41. So he never even scored 50
points. Yeah, 41. My bad.
83 points is 83 points. However, the 81 was way better. I mean, it's not even close. Here's how I'm gonna break it down. Kobe missed 18 shots. Bam missed 23. Kobe made 7 out of 13 threes. Bam made 7 out of 22. Plus, he had 23 more free throws. And he only ended up with 2 more points. It's not close. Kobe's 81.
Bam 83.
Kobe's 81 was way more impressive.
Are they going to make Bam 83 in 10 years? Are we going to watch a Bam 83?
Yep.
If you want to watch a free throw contest, you will, but I won't. I don't want to diminish Bam's because whatever way you get it, it counts. So
thank you.
I'm not saying it shouldn't count, but the 81 is more impressive. No doubt about it. Look, I mean, he did it. I can't believe what the Wizards were doing. The Wizards are so dumb. They were just fouling the hell out of him. I'm like, are you trying to help him get these points? It just didn't make sense, bro. It didn't make sense. I can't believe that he scored 83. If you told me 83 points, I would have guessed somebody like a Steph or a Clay, someone that just can get hot from 3. I never saw Bam Adebayo doing it. I wasn't home. I didn't watch the game actually. I remember looking at box scores and he had 22 after the first quarter. I was like, okay, damn, that's nice. He might end up with 50 tonight. I get back on later. I see 83 points. I'm wondering, am I seeing shit? So shout out to Bam. 83 is 83, but the 81 was way more impressive. It's not even close. I wish he didn't beat it because I'm not the biggest Bam fan. I loved Kobe though. But hey, records are meant to be broken. And if you ask me, um, will somebody break Wilt's record 101? Yeah, it will happen eventually. I mean, if Bam can score 83 now, I 100% believe Wilt scored 100. I mean, especially with those white 5'9" men that
Come
Wilt has
on,
played.
bro. Come
Man,
on, bro.
come on, bro. I mean, come on.
Real plumber.
Imagine what
Bro.
Wilt was doing back then. I mean, he was just way too talented for them at that time, way too athletic. Um, but no doubt Wilt scored 100. And I have no doubt that somebody will score 101 eventually. And another game I'll say that was way more impressive than Bam's 83 was Luka's 72. Did y'all ever see those highlights? Bro, Luka was going insane from three. So I think Donovan Mitchell had
70, I think.
I think it was 70.
Yeah.
So if Donovan Mitchell, I think Devin Booker had 72, I want to say. If Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Luka, and Bam can all score within 70 to 83, somebody's going to get 101, and it's going to be incredible. I don't know when, but it will happen eventually. But back to the question, Kobe's stat line, way more impressive, and he didn't need 23 more free throws to do it.
Real quick, before we get to C and the Sports Junkie, Yvonne, where were you when Kobe scored 81?
I was a kid. I was only like 13 years old, and I was just sitting at home watching regular NBA. Nothing. Not a crazy memory. I was too young.
This was before the beard and,
Right. Before the drinking, before the going out,
yeah.
Before the women.
Well, I'll answer your question too. I actually didn't see Kobe's live, and I didn't see Bam's live either.
Oh man,
I didn't see Kobe. I watched the game obviously now, watching going back, but I didn't when it happened. They were like, Kobe had 81. I'm like, get the hell out of here! And then I saw it. I was like, that fool. I looked at my phone. I'm like, that fool really had 81. So of course, but see, you want me to go first, or you want to go?
I can go, man. It's all good.
All right.
Mine's gonna be a little more controversial. So,
You know what? Oh, go ahead.
Steve, real quick, where were you when Kobe scored 81?
bro, I don't remember. I didn't watch it live. I saw it on Sports Center, and all I remember is I remember saying, "Dang, boy, he told Jalen Rose ass up." and like that was the memory I had. It didn't come to my phone or anything like that, but it was the first score on Sports Center that night.
Yeah.
So I was blown away by that. But here's my analysis. Here's the controversy. Bam's was more impressive.
Wow.
Bam's was more impressive. Why?
See, I'm deleting you as Facebook, bro. And you my dog. You my dog. And you my man 50 grand. But bro, you done lost 49,999.9999.
Bro, follow me on this. Bam Adebayo's 83-point performance was better than Kobe's 81-point performance.
Wow.
Why? Let's start with one reason. It was 2 more points. That's number one.
Talk your stuff,
We'll put that out there first. 83 is more than 81, so it was better. Number 2, it's Bam Adebayo. Bro, if I would have told you I'll bet you $1,000 at the beginning of the season that Bam Adebayo scores 83 points If I said he scored over 60 points this year, I bet you $1,000 to your $1. You would not have taken that bet. You would have not wanted your $1. You wouldn't not want to lose your $1. You wouldn't have took that bet. So by Bam Adebayo doing that as a center, and I didn't know the numbers of 3-pointers. When I watched the highlights, I saw him shooting threes. I was like, what the hell is Bam doing? Like, he must have just been feeling it. He was feeling it that night. And Kobe, on the other hand, bro, I am a Kobe fan to an extent. I'm not a Kobe fanatic, though.
Yeah, you're a Kobe hater a little bit.
No, I didn't actually start liking Kobe really until the Colorado stuff and how he was coming back playing. He'll go to court and then come back and was hooping. That's when I became a Kobe fan. But I don't like. I never have liked Kobe's game. Kobe had like the most selfish game I've ever seen. Kobe shot everything that touched his hand. Like, Kobe's one person that I know that game, he wasn't passing the ball at all. And you said it wasn't no double and triple teams on him. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. He got that ball out of his hand. He didn't care how many people were on him. I saw a guy, they have all these people on Instagram. They go back and they review games and all that. And they reviewed this game and they were like, nah, I know Kobe ain't gonna shoot this one. And he had a triple team on him outside the 3-point line. And they showed Justin Farmar, I think it was.
Jordan.
He was wide open. Jordan Farmar. He was wide open at the top of the key. Kobe with a triple team on him did a fadeaway 3-pointer. I can't remember if he made it. He probably made it that night. But the thing is, Kobe's game was so inefficient and selfish to me. So watching him score 81 points, I wasn't surprised because I know he was going to shoot the ball enough. He was a good shooter, but he was going to shoot the ball so much. I'm not surprised he got 81. If I'd have gave you that same bet and I told you, hey, I'll bet $1 to your $1,000 that by the end of this year, Kobe's going to score 70 points. You'd have took that bet with your eyes closed. He was like, man, I'll only lose $1, but I guarantee I'll take that $1,000 because he's going to shoot the ball enough to do it. Bam, on the other hand, he's a center. Yes, he's an Olympic gold medalist as a center.
Okay.
No, this isn't when Wilt Chamberlain was playing and he was playing against a bunch of short white farmers and plumbers.
Y'all great. Y'all so disrespectful.
I say something, Mr. Trendsetter. Hey,
what up?
Dame Dash wants to run away in that picture after you said that nonsense. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, for all of you young people here, we're gonna do some reverse math for a second. Okay, we have Kobe's 81. Okay, we have Bam's.
Right. This dude is off the chair.
In school, they tell you this is greater than, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Kobe's 81 is greater than Bam's 83. Okay? Now I'm going to shock you guys. I'm going to shock you guys, okay? So we got Kobe's last game, 60 points. 60. Okay? It was greater than 83.
Hey, anybody want to look up the efficiency on that 60?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call basketball math. Cole over Bam. You can take his 81 better than Bam. Kobe 60 better than Bam. Overall, better than Bam.
So we doing a popularity contest on your math, right? Nobody's debating is Kobe more popular than Bam. But
the math is mathing.
You would have help with this. I'm telling you right now. All I'm saying is the man.
You
Everybody
know that it's possible with Kobe. Like it's
knew it
possible.
was possible with Kobe, and people are criticizing. Well, why was Bam even still in the game? You know, Kobe played in that game, and they were up like 11 or 12 with a minute and a half left, and Kobe stayed in until they had like 20 seconds left in the game. Kobe
Okay,
was shooting free throws.
You're a teacher.
Bam was shooting free throws.
You're a teacher. You're a teacher. You're teaching in Lafayette Parish. You tell me
bruh.
that this math is not mathing?
Absolutely, I'm telling you this.
I'm gonna say this.
You're a teacher. You have a master. You guys are educators, educated men. You telling me that this math ain't mathing?
Okay. So here's my pushback to a few things.
Hard time keeping a straight face through this.
All the way around. So I agree with box office and franchise that Kobe's was better for sure. But here's what I don't like with the internet and what people are doing. And I like the fact that box office says shout out to Bam because he got his 83. Like, here's my issue with the people that's out there saying, Bam Adebayo he went for the 83. Like, why wouldn't he have? Like, my thing is this, like, what is he supposed to do? Say, no, you know what, I'm not going after greatness. And I would be okay with people giving him a hard time if you were giving Michael Strahan a hard time when he broke the sack record. You can't have it both ways and say, oh, well, Strahan was going after the sack record and they gave it to him, but you ain't really have no problem with that. My thing is, this kid is not known for a score like C said. He went after a record. And I think box office, I think you said he had 22. I thought he had 31 in the first quarter. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't watch the game. I think he said he had 31 somewhere in the first quarter.
Maybe. I know when I checked, he had 22.
Yeah.
Maybe there's time now.
So, like, my thing is, when the way you phrased the question, box office, you was like, which one was better? I wasn't thinking along those lines when we were going to talk about it. My biggest thing is the hate towards Bam. But, like, what you're saying, Jasper, I have no disagreement with that when you say the math's not mathing. Because I can go through NBA history a lot of times and say, just because a player didn't score as many points doesn't mean that his game wasn't better. LeBron James in game 6 versus Boston, I think he had like 45. That's way better than all these games that we're talking about because that was against a formidable opponent that a lot more at stake. So Michael Jordan dropping 63 against Boston is more impressive than this. It's against a formidable opponent. So, like, I'm not really worried about the numbers as far as which one. I'm saying let's give this man his flowers, bro. He dropped 83. Anybody that hoops, if you go into the fourth quarter with 69 points and you have 9 minutes left and you have like 70, thought you're going for it, bro. Like you said, Jasper, at the end of the day, bro, he's gonna be in basketball. He's gonna be in basketball. What's the word I'm looking for? Forever. He's always gonna be mentioned because he has the 83. I hate the fact that people are trying to tear down his 83. That's whack to me. Because there's a lot of players that scored 70. There's a lot of players that scored 60 before. Like, let's stop trying to tear down Bam because he went after it. He saw Kobe's 81. There's a lot of people that don't believe that Wilt had 100. There's a lot. I know people that don't believe it. I'm not saying I don't believe
They
it.
all believe it now.
Right. But I just hate the fact that they're trying to tear Bam down. Like, that's whack to me. Like, dog, the NBA is what it is right now. It's the people are scoring 150 in games. Like box office says, I'm not going to be surprised if somebody breaks that world record. It's just the way basketball is at this point. Just stop hating. But I do agree with them, C. I do think Kobe's 81 was a little bit more impressive because if you remember, they were losing in the third quarter to the Raptors. Like, it took Kobe to pull that game back and get the lead. With Bam, like, the Heat was blowing them fools out.
Yeah. All right. But here's the bottom line: Wilt, Bam.
But that's a fact. That's a fact.
And here's another thing. Everybody always talks about, oh man, Kobe would never. When they talk about Kobe versus LeBron, Kobe would never do that. You think Kobe would be in here fussing about him being second place? If you notice, guess what they don't have any pictures of? They don't have any pictures of Kobe with that paper saying 81.
But are you saying Kobe would? Are you saying if Kobe was playing after Bam got that 83, you think Kobe would be complaining?
I think Kobe would congratulate him.
If Kobe was alive right now, and everybody.
I think Kobe would have a Zoom call with them live after the game. Hey man, congratulations, fellas, blah 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 blah. Now, if Kobe was playing, this 83 is getting broken the next night.
Oh.
Well, he's damn sure gonna get up enough shots to try to get it broken in the next night. But what I'm saying is, Kobe, if Kobe was alive, Kobe would tell everybody to shut up. He didn't have the record. No matter how we want to slice it, we might love Kobe more than Wilt. Kobe already was just second in this.
Right.
He didn't have the record. The record is 100. So him passing Kobe is just him.
But you see, there's a lot of people that don't believe that Wilt actually scored 100. That's why people are upset.
I know, man, but what I'm saying is people don't believe stuff because they didn't see it now. AI needs to just generate a 100-point game for Wilt, so these people can shut up about that.
Bro, let's be honest. This dude took 40 free throws. That's a lot, bro. You attempted 43 and made what, 38?
They were following him, though. They did follow him. They did, Jasper. I'm telling you. I went back and watched it.
They found him.
Yes, and okay, I get it. Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, they found him. The rules, the rules are soft." Blah 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 blah. Bro, 43 free throws is outrageous. Yo, this dude. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and look. I'm betting the mortgage. This dude will never get over 50 again.
Yeah, okay, but my thing is this. That's what I don't like, that y'all not celebrating this kid. It's like anybody else would have did. Hold up. If Jokic would have dropped 83, or Wemby would have dropped 83, or Shea would have dropped 83, nobody would be saying nothing.
Same free throws. Nobody ever would be saying anything.
Right. Well, I'll say this. I'm gonna say this. Bam, you just got your first ballot Hall.
He's not going to be a first ballot unless he does some other things.
What? No,
he's not a Hall of Famer at all.
No,
not
Well, hold on.
He's a Hall of Famer based off what?
Well, my thing is this. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. They were good at Kentucky.
At Kentucky.
Yeah, but he did enough. Kentucky's always good.
Yeah,
but he's not he has not done anything in his career except make the finals as the second best player on the team.
Okay, so he's made the finals as the second best player. He's won a gold medal. He has 83. He went to Kentucky. He was a first round, early draft pick. Like this is not what you think. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. You got to take all that and look at that and say, I don't know. I don't think first ballot, but I think if he continues to build his resume, for sure. Dude, you know there's dudes that's in the Hall of Fame? I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. Some dudes that's in the Hall of Fame.
Bam, all he's done is a 3-time All-Star and an all-defensive first team and a 4-time defensive second team. And that's it. That is good. I'm not trying to downplay it, but he's not a Hall of Famer. And I know that you will mention some name that didn't have a crazy NBA career, but he had a great college career. I understand. However, Bam didn't have a great college career.
But that's what I'm saying. When you have a good and a gold medal for the Olympics, that all equals in.
But
it's not.
They're gonna have to, as of right now, Bam Adebayo is not a Hall of Fame.
No,
They'll
way.
have to add his middle school stats to
Right.
to put him in right now.
I agree. He's had a solid career. No one cares about the 83 if we're being for real in terms of Hall of Fame.
Okay,
No one makes the Hall of Fame because they had a 70-point game. Like they still got to accomplish other things. He has not even been All NBA once. He didn't do anything in college, anything great. Like you have to be great at something to make the Hall of Fame. Like something in your career has to be great.
83 is great,
bro.
But that's one game. That's one game.
Carmelo.
No one gets in the Hall of Fame off one game.
Bro, Carmelo Anthony only scored 60.
Bro, Carmelo.
No, Carmelo's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah,
like, we're not doing that.
I'm not a Carmelo guy. Like he was All NBA plenty of times.
Watch this. These I call them. Look, these young guys, these youngsters. Nowadays, they're gonna be like, yo. First of all, they're already saying that LeBron is better than Michael and Kobe, which I think is outrageous. And then the second thing they're gonna be like is, yo, Bam 83 over Kobe. Yo, he first batted. Blah 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 blah.
No, they got to
that. Bro, look, man, and I hate saying we're the OGs. Our word only holds for so much weight. These young dudes, man, oh man, Bam 83, first batted, he averaged 22 in his whole career, no titles, but guess what? He dropped 83, first batted. They're gonna do
and the Carmelo Anthony's not even a comparison. Carmelo.
I agree with that. He's not Carmelo. He's not Carmelo.
Six-time All-NBA, won a national title at Syracuse. He's also been a scoring champ, 10-time All-Star. I mean, that's not that's not even a comparison.
Bro, I'm at the school with these kids all the time, bro. And you know what they're saying about this this Bam Adebayo 83 points?
I'm guessing they're saying that he's a top 10 player all time or something.
Hell no. They're saying, hey, I might could make the NBA. Bam scored 83.
That's stupid.
Hey, but that's where their mind's going. They don't respect Bam like that. This is not a popularity contest.
Let me give y'all Bam's former teammate, Jimmy Butler. Way better career, and I don't know if he's Hall of Famer. He's probably not.
He's getting in.
Hell no. You might as well let.
Dog, you thinking to yourself, bro, I could name people that you wouldn't even know is in the NBA Hall of Fame. I mean, they spent Hall of Fame. You wouldn't even know who they are. You would be like,
I bet you they have a better resume.
Okay, Tim Hardaway is better than Jimmy Butler? Bro, did you watch? It's better than Jimmy Butler?
Tim Hardaway had a better career, though.
Is he a better player than Jimmy Butler?
He's had a better career.
How?
Yeah.
What did he do? Tell me what he did. Don't worry, I'm gonna wait.
He was way better in college, bro.
Bro, stop.
Hold on. Tim Hardaway ever made an All-NBA team? I'm sure, right?
Yes, he did.
You think he's better than Jimmy Butler? Hell no.
Career?
Do you think he's a better player than Jimmy Butler? That's all I'm asking.
He's had a better career.
How? Jimmy Butler went to the finals.
But
Tim Hardaway?
Tim Hardaway's a 4-time All-NBA player.
Bro, come on, bro.
He is. He is.
Y'all boys are tripping, bro.
Jimmy Butler was the best player on his team.
The best player on his team.
But he lost.
He did. He lost.
Tim Hardaway did?
No, I'm talking about Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yeah. Bro, COVID.
And I like Tim Hardaway.
But I never said Jimmy Butler's. I said he's borderline. But Bam? Hell no.
Bam is still young, bro. You're looking at it from one perspective. Bam is still young. Y'all are disrespecting Bam like Bam is just trash.
I know he's still young, but right now you say he is, and I say he's
not. No, I'm saying he has a shot for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. sure, but
No, there's some dudes that right now I can tell you they're not making the Hall of Fame. Bam has a shot.
I mean, sure he does. He's got plenty of time left, but like right now, hell no,
Bruh.
Is
I'm
Bam,
not.
is Bam the best player on the Heat right now?
Yes.
Are
probably
they a terrible team?
yes.
Yes.
All right. Can Bam be a best player on a playoff?
That don't mean nothing. He don't have to be the best player on the team.
I'm saying from what you're seeing now, you can tell me right now who can't make the Hall of Fame, right?
Right.
Can you tell me that Bam can be the best player on a NBA?
I think he'll be a number 2 or 3 on the championship squad.
Yeah, 2 or 3. But I'm saying like for me to say Bam could be a Hall of Famer right now, as looking at him, I would say that there could be a circumstance that he could be the best player on a championship team. No, I can't see that. I can't see Bam being the best player on a championship team.
You don't have to be the best player on a championship team, bro. You don't have to do that. There's a lot of dudes that's in the Hall of Fame that were not the best player on the championship
but
team.
I'm saying for me to see that in him right now, for me to predict Bam making the Hall of Fame, yes, he has a chance because he's the best player
because he's young. Yeah,
he's young. He's the best player on the team right now. He's gone to he's a gold medal. He's the best center we had on the USA national team. I mean, it's like he has a chance, but right now, for presently, what I'm looking at now, I couldn't predict him making a Hall of Fame right now.
I think if he wins 2 more gold medals, I'm just throwing some crazy stuff out there.
yeah, nobody care about no damn.
That matters. See, you don't realize that, but voters care about stuff like that.
They care about it if you come from a foreign country because those foreign countries weren't expected to win. But you can go on Team USA and
that is true. But I'm saying he could be a key contributor to those teams. He could be because most of the players in America are not. There's a lot of great foreign players in the NBA.
Let's be real. Bam's got I don't know how many gold medals. I don't remember a damn Bam moment in the Olympics.
You're not gonna remember.
Well, you got to give him time. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying right now, there's no way in hell he's a Hall of Fame. Right now,
the trajectory might be there, bro.
Hey, bro, we spending way too much time on Bam gonna make the Hall of Fame.
Y'all just it's funny how y'all just disrespecting Bam, bro.
No, I'm the only one that said it was better.
It's not disrespect. I just want the math to math. Exhibit B. That's it.
Jasper, we just want you in a room with some lights on because we can't even. What are you doing over there?
Every lights, man. Every 5 minutes. So yes, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. All
right.
81 is greater than 83. Okay, the math is mathing. The 60 is greater than the 83. Remember?
Did you watch that 60?
Yes, I did.
All right, we're gonna move on. And we're going to move on to some college basketball and some March Madness.
There we go. Now we talking.
We're moving on. We just had a great conference title game weekend. A bunch of fun games to watch. I literally had no weekend plans, so I watched a whole bunch. It was awesome. And March is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each region, and you're going to tell me who's coming out that region. And, actually, you know what? Before we go there, the franchise wanted to talk about Alabama's star Aiden Holloway.
Come on.
Yes.
I mean, Jasper wanted to talk about this. And basically, for those that don't know, Nate Oates said, the Alabama coach, said the team is preparing to play without Aiden Holloway. He was removed from campus because allegedly they found more than a pound of marijuana at home. I don't know if they found anything more, but I think a pound in Alabama is a first-degree drug possession charge, which is a felony.
Yep.
So, do you think Holloway, since I have to make up a topic about this, do you think he should still be able to participate in March Madness?
Put the focus on me for a second. put the focus on me for a second.
I think he does that.
I need people to understand where I'm coming from with this, and this is a very serious topic for me. You are your own brand, and when guys see the NIL allows you to play, okay, when you're allowed that opportunity to play, 500K a year, you should take advantage of it. You should definitely consider. But when you're making 500K a year, right? You're making 500K a year to play basketball, to play the sport you love, and you decide to throw that all away over a pound of marijuana. You are your own brand. Take care of your brand. Leave that immature nonsense alone. Now, you may not ever get that kind of a bag again. Because what? Because you want to sell weed? Leave the immature nonsense alone. And I'm going to be honest, he should be held accountable. Coach O's did the right thing. You know why? Because guess what? They're paying you to play the game of basketball. Protect the brand. Take care of what you're supposed to take care of in school. You're a student athlete, not a drug athlete, not a drug dealer, you are a student athlete and you're getting paid. You're getting paid better than 20% of humans in America. And I'm gonna be honest, in Alabama, a Power 5, I'm pretty sure he's getting at least $1 million. All right, he's the second best player. I'm pretty sure it's close to $1 million. Because I've seen guys not in a Power 5 conference getting $300,000-400K easy. So I already know this kid's getting at least $1 million. And if he is getting $1 million, he shouldn't be wasting it going sell with a pound of weed. Like, dude, you're getting life-changing money and you're wasting it because of dumb nonsense? Nah, bro. I'm sorry. He shouldn't play. He should be done. He should be done. And I'm gonna say this too. Hey, bro, his career is finished because of something foolish like that, bro. You had life-altering money in your pocket, and you decided to waste it because you want to play small-time marijuana games. And to anybody that believes that it's cool to do what he's doing, bro, y'all dead wrong. Y'all part of the problem. Let's go.
Tell us how you really feel. Dave.
So what I get out of this, what I get out of your comment, franchise, is that the pound of weed was your problem. He should have had keys. He should have been flipping.
Should have had it all.
He should have. If you was gonna take a chance on your career like that, you said he should have been Scarface out there.
Nah, you shouldn't even do it at all, bro.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. I know exactly what you're saying.
I know. It's just, bro, when you're allowed the opportunity to make more money than most of us will ever see in our lifetime in 1 year, bro, why are you gonna waste it over some marijuana? Nah, man. And people go, oh man, so they can get over this stress. Bro, they got food, women, candy. True got hats that get him over some of the nonsense that he got to do. Shoes, what jerseys, all that. Weed. We talking about weed, bro. We talking about weed, and you mess up your bag because of a pound of weed, bro. Any kid out there listening, hey man, protect your brand. And them universities don't play about that stuff. The NCAA don't play about that stuff. And I'm going to say this too, and this might shock a lot of people. Hey, bro, don't be surprised if Nate Oates is going after this season. because that's his second incident as a head coach that happened underneath his watch. Don't be surprised if they let him go because of this.
Wow. What you think, C?
I mean, you know, I'm gonna put it into perspective. I'm a 47-year-old man with kids that teach teenagers. I agree with everything franchise said, bro. This is dumb, but on the flip side, kids make stupid decisions, bro, when they're left to their own devices. At that age, with that much money, they make stupid decisions. And he's good. He was the second best player on the team. He won't see this kind of bag again, but somebody's definitely gonna pick him up. Somebody's definitely gonna pick him up. He'll be at another mid-major or something like that. And if he develops his game enough, he might have a future in the NBA or the G League or something. But kids this age don't make good decisions all the time. They don't think of the consequences, especially when you're given all of this stuff. He's gone to college, like you said, he's making probably $1 million a year. What kind of rules and restrictions is he used to right now? You know what I mean? So you definitely can do what you. I'm sure. And I didn't know that they're saying that he was selling drugs, or there was a pound that was for his own recreational.
They didn't say.
Yeah. So I'm thinking honestly, like a pound. I've never smoked weed, nothing like that. But I'm thinking a pound of weed that's probably was his own stash, right? So I'm thinking that they're gonna end up dropping the charges or whatever, and he'll take a plea or whatever, and end up somewhere else playing for somebody else. But he's terrible decision. I know that they know that a lot of these players smoke weed. I know they know a lot of these players smoke weed. Probably, if not the whole team, probably 70% of the team smokes weed, and you know, it's kind of he just got caught. He got caught, but that's what you got to look at. I tell my kids, I say, listen, you don't do anything because guess what? You gonna get caught. You the kid that's gonna get caught. Everybody else you see doing this stuff and getting away with it, they getting away with it, but you the one that's gonna get caught. So don't do anything.
Hey man, I'm gonna create a campaign called "Drop the Joint." Just drop the joint. Yes, I know, true. I'm sorry.
You know what them boys gonna say? Man, I'm blowing blunts over here. They gonna act like all I'm saying is, man, it's a horrible thing. You know, the best thing is for them kids not to ever start doing it because marijuana is such the people say it's not addictive. It is addictive. This man just gave up millions of dollars in his future because of something that they say is not addictive. Ricky Williams, if you remember, he quit the NFL because he didn't want to stop smoking weed. The best thing to do is to never try this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Because whereas you think, oh, I ain't gotta have it, you just want to have it. Yeah, you want to have it so much that you have to have it, that you make bad decisions like this and get caught. Hopefully this young man is able to bounce back from this and learn from this. But this is terrible decision making. And like I would say, I wouldn't be surprised if the coach did lose his job after this. This is the second instance of things like this. I don't know, man. It's like because that's a supervisional type of thing. That's the atmosphere that you have on your team, the tolerance level. They know they can get away with this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I would hate for this to be the end of his coaching career and the end of his playing career because of something so ridiculous. And people, you know, they trivialize marijuana use because it's legal in so many states now. Alabama isn't one of those states though. So hopefully this little young man learns from this and is able to shake back and make be an example somewhere. Maybe he'll be able to do like T.I., do some Crime Stopper videos or something, and get himself back on the straight and narrow with this, man.
Let me ask you this. I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all think he's done for the entire tournament?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have
So how okay, so how far can Alabama get without him?
they might get knocked in the first round messing around.
I agree. They
Wow.
they're not they're not going further
They're,
than the Sweet 16.
they are out. They are out by the end of this weekend. I can almost guarantee that.
Wow.
Who did
So
they play the first round?
Hofstra.
No, that'd be Hofstra.
No, they're not. That's their second best player, and they've been struggling the last couple games.
And then they'll get Texas Tech or Akron.
And bro, not even Texas Tech will kill them.
I agree.
I can see that, yeah.
So they going home. Dang, okay, so yeah, I mean,
By Sunday night, they'll be back in Alabama. I guarantee. Back in Tuscaloosa.
I hate it for the kid, even though, LSU, big LSU, man, that's Alabama. I'm like, man, that's on y'all. But I do hate it for the kid. I hate it for the team, man, because this team, regardless, how I feel about that university, you're a top four seed. I mean, you're the fourth seed in the tournament. You have an opportunity to make some noise in this tournament. Alabama, for the last few years, have been one of those teams that people have even picked to win the national championship. I just think it's a bad look. It's a bad timing for sure. Aiden Holloway, man, you let your university down, you let your teammates down, you let your coaching staff down, your family down. But hopefully that team can rally around, the other players and maybe make a push. I'm with you, Jay. That's why I asked. I think that Hofstra game, they'll get past it, but that Texas Tech one, bro.
It's a trap.
Tech plays hard, bro. They play so hard. That one's gonna be tough. So yeah, I hate it for him. I do think he's done for the tournament. I just want to see. I guess, like I say, y'all might have information I didn't have. I think he's done for the tournament. I think Alabama struggles, and I don't think they get out of this weekend.
I'm gonna leave it at this. You think Speedy Claxton getting into the tournament for the first time since he was in school, and now they're playing Alabama without their second best player, isn't a
Well, the second leading scorer.
Second, and you don't see. I see update cooking. Boy, that thing is hot too. Hot grease, roux, shrimp, everything. That is hot. Go ahead, box office. Sorry about that.
All right. He's definitely done for tournament because he's been removed from campus. I feel bad for the kid. I know he made a terrible decision, but I have empathy or sympathy, whatever the right word is there, for these kids. I have empathy and sympathy for everyone. I think everybody deserves a second chance, but I don't think he deserves a second chance this year. You cost your team right before the tournament. He's a junior. He'll play somewhere else probably next year. But eventually you got to leave the drugs behind, man. Look, I'm pretty sure all of us have smoked weed here before. I'm assuming. I know I have.
I knew I was gonna say.
Well, I have, and I think it's such like a high school thing. Like, what are we doing? You're 22 years old, smoking, and plus you're a student athlete. Like, you got too much to lose, so you got to put that down. But unfortunately, he made a bad mistake at at a really bad time, and he's going to cost his team. And I think Nate Oates is going to let him go because he's probably pissed off he did this right before the tournament. So
yeah,
I have nothing else to say. I hope the kid turns it around. It's not like you try to kill somebody or whatever. You're just smoking weed, but in the state you're in, it's a felony. So it is what it is. Hire some lawyers with your NIL money, and I think he'll probably have it dropped eventually. But but it sucks for everybody involved, including the Alabama team that was dependent on him. All right, we're gonna move on. Now we're gonna do our brackets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do one region at a time, and you're gonna tell me who's gonna go to the final four from that region, and then we're gonna move on next region, and then we'll do final four predictions.
Okay.
And I think the viewers should only listen to me because I predicted the right Final Four last year.
Oh
I
God.
predicted the right national title game.
Oh,
A shout out to C. He did have the national champion though.
Right.
So I will start off with the first region, and I'll do it just to set an example real quick. You can explain yourself on a certain amount of games, but if you think a game is going to be a blowout, you don't have to explain too much. So let's move on with the East region, and I will go first. So Duke, Siena. I've got Duke. Nothing else to explain there. Ohio State, TCU. Close game. I'm going to go Ohio State because they've played better recently. St. John's versus Northern Iowa. Interesting that St. John's is a 5 seed after winning the Big East. They destroyed UConn. Rick Pitino. I like St. John's a lot here. I'm going St. John's. Kansas versus California Baptist. Kansas. I'm interested to see how Darren Peterson plays in this tournament. This is his chance to prove that he's a top 3 pick in the draft for sure. Louisville, South Florida, interesting matchup. I'm going Louisville. Next matchup, Michigan State, North Dakota State. Tom Izzo's been a dozen Final Fours. I got Michigan State. He's got the experience here. UCLA, USF. UCLA, I think, is flying a little under the radar. Small favorite. Might be good money here, but I think they've been the better team all year. I'm going to UCLA. And UConn versus Furman. UConn hasn't played that well lately, but I'm going UConn definitely here. Back to the top of the bracket, Duke, Ohio State. I got Duke. There's no way they lose to Ohio State. This is not football. St. John's, Kansas.
Oof.
This is going to be an awesome game at the end of the weekend, but I think St. John's is better. I watched a Rick Pitino interview. He said, this is Rick Pitino's talking. He said, I specifically recruited European players. He said, because they play fundamental ball, they pass the ball, and they move on offense. He said, I wish they were better at defense, but he said, I like how they play on offense. I got St. John's. I think they're the better team. Michigan State, Louisville. Louisville's missing their star. He's not out for the game for sure, Mikael Brown, but he's not 100%. I'm going Michigan State. UConn, UCLA could be an interesting game. I got UConn, and that sets up in that region a Sweet 16 of Duke, St. John's.
Oof.
Rick Pitino against Duke. I could see Rick Pitino pulling this off. However, I got to go with Duke. They've been a better team all year. St. John's sometimes has struggled this year against bigger competition, and Duke hasn't. I got to go Duke. Then I've got Michigan State, UConn. I was really having a tough time deciding here. I think Tom Izzo does it. I think they beat UConn.
Wow.
Yes, and that sets up a Duke-Michigan State matchup in the Elite Eight. Michigan State has played better recently, and they're one of the most balanced teams in the nation. But I feel like Duke has been way more consistent. I've got Duke back in the Final Four out of the East region. Who we got next?
Wow. Okay, I'll go quick because you and I see that region a lot alike. Let me start by saying this region to me is the hardest region of the bunch. I think that St. John's, I'm with you, is legit. I think Kansas has the talent to do it. Michigan State's good. UConn's good. Duke obviously is the number 1 overall seed. So I think this is the best side of the bracket. But First game, I got Duke, no doubt about it. I'm with you. I got Ohio State over TCU. Pretty much the same reasons. I got St. John's over Northern Iowa, Kansas over Calvary Baptist, Louisville over South Florida, Michigan State over North Dakota State. I think me and you have all the same ones for the first round. UCLA over UCF, UConn over Furman. Now go back to the top of the bracket. Duke's over Ohio State for sure. Duke just is a juggernaut at this point, bro. It's going to take a hell of an effort to beat them. I'm actually with you. I got St. John's beating Kansas. I think Kansas is nice, but St. John's to me is underrated and they're dangerous. So I got St. John's in that one. Louisville, Michigan State, same reason I got Michigan State. Izzo, I'm going that factor. And then I got UConn over UCLA. UConn to me is going to play better in the tournament than they actually did down the stretch. I really believe that. Then go back to the top. I got Duke over St. John's. I have to just trust what I've seen all year with Duke. That's a no-brainer for me. And then that leaves what? Michigan State versus UConn. And this is where we differ. I think UConn finds their way back in this tournament and they knock off Michigan State. And that sets up Duke versus UConn. I'm giving that pick right now too.
Yes, because that's who's going to the final.
Yeah. So yeah, I got. Even though UConn makes their little run, their run comes to an end when they play the Blue Devils. I got the Blue Devils in the Final Four.
Can I say something real quick? I still think they be coaching them dudes from afar.
Hey.
Don't get it twisted. Shah's a damn good coach. However, I feel like he be coaching them dudes.
Dog, when they all hit the floor at the same time, I know, see, you don't like Duke, but that was electrifying. I'm like, yeah, let's get it, baby, the Dukies.
See, you want to go or you want to go? I can make this. I can knock this out real quick. If
go ahead and knock it out, bro.
All right. Duke over Siena, Ohio State over TCU, St. John's over Northern Iowa, Kansas, East Cal Baptist. I got an upset. I got South Florida beating Louisville.
Okay.
South Florida looks really good. Like really good. They run and they play some damn good defense. And they got a guy that's like blocking shots like crazy. I got Michigan State over North Dakota State. I have another upset. I have Central Florida over UCLA.
Wow.
And finally, I got UConn over Furman. I think that's going to be a close game. I think that's going to be a real close game. I got Duke over Ohio State. I got Kansas over St. John's.
Okay, interesting.
I have a funny feeling that Kansas is going to hit a stride. And I don't think St. John's has enough firepower to knock off Kansas. And I think this is where we're going to see Peterson at his best. I got Michigan State over South Florida, and then I got UConn over Central Florida. Now, in the Sweet 16, Duke versus Kansas. I'm going to say this right now, man. Duke, 6'5" and above. I think they got guys that can guard all 5 positions. I'm going with Duke, and I think Duke is going to blow out Kansas in this game. The next game, I got Michigan State, UConn. I am not betting against Izzo in this matchup. I'm going to go with Izzo. Shout out to Cam Ward, DMV guy. He's one of their big men. He was a 2,000-point scorer in this area. Really good big man. He's probably going to be a 4-year guy. I pray he does, but I got to go with Michigan State. And in the Elite 8, I love Izzo. I really do. But, bro, hey, man, the run is over. Got to get this to Duke. Duke is just difficult, man. They're just a very difficult team to stop. So I got Duke in my Final Four on the East side.
Okay, 3 Dukes on the East region. Go ahead, C.
See, just make it a 4th, man.
All right.
He's a hater. He's gonna hate. I promise you, he hates on Duke.
Cardinal. Biggest upset in the history of the tournament. Siena beats Duke in the first. No, I'm capping. No, bro. All right. Of course, man. I got Duke over Siena. Ohio State takes out TCU. I got St. John's over Northern Iowa. Kansas over CA Baptist. Louisville over South Florida. Michigan State over North Dakota. UCLA over Central Florida. And UConn over Furman. Working my way back up. I got UConn taking out UCLA. Michigan State taking out Louisville. Kansas taking out St. John's.
Okay.
And I got Duke taking out Ohio State. You're right. This is not football. All right. Going to the next one. Duke. And I kind of agree. I think it may be a blowout. Duke beats the hell out of Kansas. And then I got Michigan State upsetting UConn. It's just something about that tournament. Michigan State, they turn it up and they always do something that you don't expect. So I got them upsetting UConn. So that brings you Duke and Michigan State. Izzo, I'm sorry, bro. Duke. Duke takes out Michigan State in a big way and send a message out to everybody else for the tournament that they really hit or run it. They look like a juggernaut this year, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Except for that one game against North Carolina.
Oh God, nauseate.
Okay, 4 Dukes. Now we move on to the South region. I will go first. So Florida plays one of the 16 ranked teams, depending on who wins with Tuesday and Wednesday. Doesn't matter. Florida's going to beat them. Next matchup, Clemson, Iowa. Toss up. I've watched actually Iowa last week. I've watched Clemson last week. I got Clemson. Vanderbilt, McNeese, Louisiana School. I think Vanderbilt is hot at the right time. I think McNeese got a bad draw here. I got Vandy. Next matchup, Nebraska, Troy. Y'all want to hear something crazy? Nebraska basketball has never, ever won a tournament game.
Wow.
And they will win their first one. They're going to beat Troy. VCU, North Carolina.
Don't do it, box office. Don't be ridiculous.
Here we go.
Oh my God. You see? You always tell me don't pick with my heart and just be real.
Hey, me and C already talked about this. We have $100 on this game.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's very simple. Hey, I don't know how much college basketball y'all have watched, but I have watched a whole bunch since the Super Bowl.
See,
Caleb Wilson is out. VCU's winning this game.
I want
VCU.
you to
Hold on, Jasper. This is my alumni. Hey, VCU's winning this game, bro. Caleb Wilson's out. And North Carolina has not been playing well recently. And y'all want to hear another crazy stat? VCU is 16-1 last 17 games.
Oh God.
They are hot going into this tournament.
Oh God.
Give me VCU. All right. And you just so y'all know, when VCU wins this game, I will blow up the chat. And every time I'm right, I know what y'all do. Y'all just ignore me in the chat. And y'all gonna be ignoring me. Because box office is right once again. All right, next matchup. Illinois, Penn. Illinois. St. Mary's, Texas A&M. I got St. Mary's. They have a better resume. I trust them more. Give me St. Mary's. Last matchup there, Houston, Idaho. I got Houston. I made a mistake a couple weeks ago. I said Houston lost JT Toppin. That was Texas Tech. I was just mixing the Texas schools up. Houston did not lose anybody. I got Houston there. All right. Going back up top, let's see. Florida versus Clemson. Give me Florida. I like their experience from last year. Vandy, Nebraska. Nebraska, congrats on your first tournament win. It ends there. I got Vanderbilt. Um, Next matchup, VCU, Illinois. So I've watched a lot of Illinois this year because they have a couple Croatians on the team. So I've paid attention to Illinois, and they play really well together. I obviously want VCU to win. Illinois is the better team. They have too much size. Illinois wins this game. Next
There you
matchup,
go.
St. Mary's, Houston. This could be interesting, but give me Houston. They have great experience from last year. They have a new starter, a new scorer that's a freshman, and he can score. And I think what Houston misses sometimes is that scoring. Look out for Kingston Flemings for Houston. I got Houston. Working my way back up, Florida versus Vandy. These teams have played because they're both in the SEC.
Yep.
They've split. Right now, Vandy's playing better. Give me Vandy.
Wow.
One seed goes down.
Wow.
And then this game is so hard to pick. Illinois, Houston. Bruh, this game is so tough for me to pick. I'm rolling with my Croatians. I got Illinois. And that sets up Illinois versus Vanderbilt for a shot at the Final Four. And I've got Illinois in the Final Four out of the South region. X said the East was the toughest. I think the South is the toughest. Give me Illinois out the South.
I'm so disappointed in you. So this is where me and box office, one of us is gonna be lost as far as I think who wins this bracket challenge. Because me and box office, oh God, I don't know what box office is thinking about right
Hey,
now.
man, I predict the right Final Four. I know
All
what
right.
I'm doing.
So Florida's gonna run away with it no matter who they play. They'll win that game. I actually got Iowa over Clemson. I
Okay.
think Iowa beats Clemson. I don't love Clemson when tournament time comes, so I think Iowa's going to be good in this one. I'm going to go with Iowa. I do agree with you. Vanderbilt over McNeese. I hate the fact that McNeese has to play Vanderbilt in that first round. That sucks. But I do think Vanderbilt gets it. But I'm rooting for McNeese for sure. Go Cowboys. That sounds bad, me saying that. Nebraska, Troy, I'm with box office. Nebraska gets their first win in school history over Troy. See, I got you. Even though I'm a Dookie, I got the Tar Heels beating VCU. I don't care what box office. You was in the chat. I don't pay attention to it, but he's inboxing me on Instagram. Where's little LSU? I'm like, dude, calm down. VCU is here. Well, VCU's here and they'll be gone. A disappearing act. They'll get beat by North Carolina. Here's the interesting thing. I'm actually with you on Illinois. I think Illinois is good,
Right.
but I think, bro, Penn is a sleeper. I know y'all might think I'm joking. Don't sleep on Penn upset Illinois. I'm telling you. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if you say X, which is like the biggest gap that you think can happen in the first round, I think if I had to pick, it would be Penn beating Illinois in the first round. I think on one of my brackets in our brackets, I actually picked Penn, but I think in my main bracket, I took Illinois. But yes, I think Penn is legit, bro. Illinois better watch out for that one. St. Mary's, Texas A&M. I kind of like was going back and forth on that one, bro. I did 3 brackets. I think I flipped them on all of them. I'm gonna take right now. I'm gonna take the higher seed right now. I'm gonna take St. Mary's, but I would not be surprised if A&M wins that game. And of course, I got Houston beating Idaho. Houston is a really good team, but I just don't think they're the same team from last year. Obviously. All right, go back to the top. I got Florida over Iowa. Florida's gonna flex some muscles now. They're gonna show you. They're upset about losing that Vanderbilt game. They want to see Vanderbilt again. So I got the Gators knocking off Iowa and advancing. Vanderbilt, they're coasting right now. They knocked off Florida. They did lose to Arkansas, but I think Vanderbilt knocks off Nebraska as well. Nebraska is coming in hot, but Vandy gets it done. Okay, going to North Carolina, Illinois. I got your Tar Heels, see, because I'm not sold on Illinois completely. I know box office.
With Caleb
I
Wilson.
got that. I just think that Illinois, bruh, they don't do something for me. I don't know what it is, but I just don't trust them. I don't. They just give me a lot of. When Purdue, before Purdue actually made it to the championship game, they got a lot of Purdue vibes for me. I could be completely wrong, but I got the Carolina pulling up the upset. And then St. Mary's versus Houston. I got Houston. Houston's legit. Going back to the top, I got Vanderbilt versus Florida, and this is where me and Box Off are different. Dog, Florida's pissed they lost to Vanderbilt. I think Florida beats Vanderbilt in this third matchup, and dare I say by double digits. That's what's crazy. I think they beat them by double digits. Then I got what I got. Carolina. I should have Carolina versus Houston. I got the Cougars. I got Houston knocking off the Tar Heels. At some point, the Tar Heels' little amazing run's gonna come to an end. And that would bring me to Houston versus Florida, I believe, if I did it all right. And Florida's a team that's going to be on a mission in this tournament. I got the Gators knocking off Houston and getting to the Final Four. So I got two number one seeds making it to the Final Four right now.
You had the Gators beating who? I'm sorry.
Vanderbilt.
Oh, okay.
They beat Vanderbilt, then they beat Houston.
You did say that. Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
With that North Carolina stuff, you might as well throw your bracket away.
Illinois get to the Final Four. You might want to throw your bracket away.
Right.
I don't even know.
UNC's not getting past. Okay, if they get past VCU, how are they going to get past Illinois without Caleb Wilson?
Hey, we're going to find out, right? It's a tournament. I really believe Penn might pull the upset on Illinois.
Okay, that I believe, but UNC, bro, without their star, I think you're blinded by the logo.
Maybe. But even then, I wouldn't pick them to beat Houston, so they wouldn't make it that far.
All right. So I have Florida over the 16. I got Clemson in the 8-9. Vanderbilt over McNeese. Nebraska's going to get there first. I got UNC. Over Hey, man, experience matters, bro. Unless they're going to press the next week out of them, I think I got to take the experience. Illinois, I ain't gonna front. This Illinois game scares me quite a bit. I'm a rock with Illinois, but bro, I have a real wild feeling that's gonna be one of those close games, and some people are gonna choose and shock a lot of brackets. But I'm gonna go to Illinois. I'm gonna go with Texas A&M over St. Mary's, and I'm gonna go with Houston over Idaho. So I got Florida over Clemson, Vandy over Nebraska, UNC over Illinois, and I got Houston over Texas A&M. I got Florida knocking off Vandy in the Sweet 16, and I got Houston sending North Carolina home. This is where it gets a little dicey. As much as I would like to see Florida try to repeat, sorry, Gators.
Wow.
Houston's going to the Final Four, bro. I got Houston.
Wow.
I got Houston coming out the South, man.
Okay.
Houston's defensively just different, bro.
That's how they got there last year. Now they added that guard. I think Houston is a good team, but I like that all three of us have a different South representative. So go ahead, C.
All right. So let me fix this for y'all. All right.
Don't be ridiculous.
Let me fix this for y'all. A couple y'all being insane over here. All right. So first let's work our way down. Florida over I got Prairie View making it to the tournament, and Florida demolishes them. You want to win some money? You want to win some money? Put some money. Take whatever the spread is. Florida punishes them. All right. Next, I got Iowa upsetting Clemson, which is an 8-9 matchup. So it can go either way. But I just think Iowa's a better team. Clemson is hitting football, right? All right. So next, we go to Vandy and McNeese. I will be rooting for McNeese, and they're gonna come out with that boom box, and Aura gonna be in there. And
don't do that, Jasper. Chill, man. Chill.
It just ain't gonna work this year. I got Vandy. But I am rooting for McNeese. I had to go down there this weekend as Northside played for the state championship on that roughly on their campus. But yeah, I got Vandy beating McNeese. Next, I got Nebraska over Troy. I still just don't like Troy. I know nothing about the Troy basketball team. I just know I'm still pissed off that their football team beat LSU a couple years ago.
Yeah, shout out.
Whoa, hey, yo.
So the hell with Troy. All right. And next, we got North Carolina beating the brakes off VCU. Yeah.
Y'all gonna learn Thursday.
Player is out. But do you not know that he isn't even our top scorer? The big man in the middle, Henry Visser, I can't say his last name. He's still playing, and he's gonna go crazy. So, you like foreign players? Go ahead and jump on this bandwagon, and I'm not giving you a way out of the bet. You just gonna have to pay me, homeboy, because I got I got the Tar Heels, and I think it'll be a good game, maybe the best game in the first round on this side of the bracket. Next, I got Illinois beating Penn. Then I have Texas A&M upsetting St. Mary's. Yeah. Then I got Houston beating the brakes off Idaho. So let's work our way back up. Houston beats the brakes off Texas A&M next. North Carolina beats Illinois and keeps it going, right? All right, then we got Vandy beating Nebraska. Then I got Florida beating Iowa handily. All right, so then it brings us to the Florida-Vanderbilt matchup that I think all of us have. Oh, no, Jasper, you picked Florida to lose to Iowa, huh?
I think he did.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Oh, well. All right, so I got Florida. I got Florida beating Vandy. Like I said, I believe X is right. I think they pissed off that they lost that game. So I got them, and now I got North Carolina and Houston. I got Houston beating North Carolina, man. The run ends right there. And it'll bring me to Florida and Houston playing
rematch.
Rematch for last year's national championship game. Those players aren't there though anymore. But I still got Florida winning. It's crazy.
Wow.
Florida beating Houston. Shout out to I think it's Mercy Miller, Master P's son out there in Houston, actually getting some run this year. I still got Florida beating you.
All right. Well, we're gonna continue. I'm going to the West now. Arizona is gonna beat the crap out of Long Island.
Yep.
Utah State Villanova. Jay Wright is not walking through that door. I got Utah State. They've actually looked really good this year. I watched them win their tournament this weekend. I got Utah State. Wisconsin High Point. Wisconsin is a it's a very experienced team, veteran team. I got Wisconsin. Arkansas, Hawaii. Arkansas wins the SEC. They couldn't have been hotter right now. The guy to watch out for this tournament, Darius Acuff. The guy
Yep.
can score.
Yep.
I got Arkansas. Um, BYU versus the Texas or North Carolina State winner.
Don't do it. Don't be biased, bruh. Don't do that, bruh.
Whoever wins there, I got BYU. I think AJ DeBonce is going to realize it's a big moment. I got BYU. Gonzaga, Kennesaw State. Mark Few doing what he always does at Gonzaga. Another great team. I've got Gonzaga. Miami, Missouri. Man, that matchup's hard to predict. I'm just gonna throw Miami out there. This was 50-50. I couldn't decide. They also have very similar resumes. I'm going Miami. Purdue, Queens, Purdue. Going back up top, Arizona ends Utah State's impressive season. Arkansas, Wisconsin. I'm going Darius Acuff and John Calipari. I got Arkansas. BYU, Gonzaga. This is a banger, but Gonzaga's more consistent. I'm going Gonzaga. And I've got Purdue over Miami. Too much veteran leadership. Braden Smith, he's gonna shout out to Braden Smith. He's gonna break the all-time assists record for college. I got Purdue. That sets up a Arizona Arkansas matchup. Man, that could be fire. But I want to give a shout out to Tommy Lloyd, our Arizona coach. He spent 20 years under Mark Few at Gonzaga, and he's taken over Arizona and made them really, really good. They've always been a good basketball program, but they've been so relevant under him. I'm going Arizona. Purdue beats Gonzaga. Too much size, too many veterans. That sets up a 1-2 matchup there. Arizona, Purdue. Arizona has too much. I'm going the Wildcats go to the Final Four.
You see, now you learned a little bit from me. You learned a little bit. Oh, so okay, yeah. So I got Arizona. Oh, what's up, Jay?
I want to shock the world. Shock.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to go first? That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir. So I got Arizona. I got Villanova over Utah State. I got Wisconsin over High Point. I got Arkansas over BYU. Keep those thoughts in mind. I'm sorry. I got Arkansas over Hawaii. I got BYU. No matter who wins that Texas NC State game, I still got BYU. I got Gonzaga over Kennesaw State, Miami over Missouri, and Purdue over Queens. Now this is where the fun starts. I got Arizona over Nova. I got Arkansas over Wisconsin. I got BYU over Gonzaga. Oh, it's been silent. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I got BYU over Gonzaga. I have Purdue over Miami. Arizona versus Arkansas. Experience matters. Remember this. Calipari always finds a way. I got Arkansas over Arizona.
Wow.
I got another one. Purdue, BYU. There's nobody on BYU. There's no one on Purdue's team that can stop the Banza. I think the Banza is going to show out and show why he's a top pick in this year's draft. I'm going with BYU in the Sweet 16 over Purdue. Sets up Arkansas versus Purdue. I'm sorry, Arkansas versus BYU. Calipari says enough's enough. The Bands will take your tail to the draft. I got Arkansas getting to the Final Four.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Look, listen. What Calipari has done for Arkansas,
wow,
nothing short of amazing. We got to start giving this guy his flowers. Yes, he's got the NIL budget. and he's using it to his advantage. So I got Arkansas coming out of that side. Go Razorbacks.
Wow. Wowzers. Okay. I go down and see because he was so excited to tell us about Arkansas. Shout out to you, though, man. You a big dog for that, bro. All right. So I got Arizona in the first game. I'm interested in what you said, box office. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a lot of Utah State. I don't know much about Utah State. On my bracket, I took Villanova just based off of recency. I know what you said about Jay Wright, but I'm gonna have to go look up that Utah State before the tournament starts. I might flip that one,
They won the
but
Mountain West.
right, all right. I did post. I think I posted it. I don't know if I posted it.
You did. That's why I was annoyed. You're asking
Yeah,
both DCUs.
but I didn't watch the game. Yeah, but stop, bro. um, Wisconsin, I got them over High Point just playing the Big Ten. I think that was brutal. Arkansas over Hawaii. I agree with Jasper there, but Jasper, boy, you pushing it. I got BYU no matter who they play. AJ DeBance, I think he makes a statement. He can't lose. I'm not gonna say he can't, but not his first tournament game. He has to at least get one. So I got him right there. Gonzaga beats Kennesaw State for sure. I was flipping a coin between that Miami and Missouri. That's another game that I was like, man, Missouri can win that game. But I went with Miami. I don't, maybe I might change it if I can. I still change my bracket in your bracket thing?
Yeah. You have to
Okay,
do Thursday.
right. But right now I got Miami. I might flip that one again because I do like Missouri. I think the SEC was just ridiculous this year. Of course I got Purdue. I'll tell you about all that at the very end when we're done. That's what I've been writing down. After that, Villanova, your time comes to an end, or Utah State. Y'all not beating Arizona. Arizona's loaded. I like what you said, box office. I agree with you about Lloyd. So yeah, I got Arizona advancing. Wisconsin, Arkansas. Jasper, I am with you. I do have Arkansas winning that game. I thought about taking Wisconsin, but I went with Arkansas because they've been hot. But we'll see what happens moving forward. BYU versus Gonzaga. Even though the Vance is a beast, I think Gonzaga is just a little too much for them. So I got Gonzaga getting that one done. And then, like I said, I had Miami right now, but I might switch it to Missouri. But I got Purdue beating either one of them. It doesn't matter who that team is. So that move, they move on. So then I got Arkansas versus Arizona. And as good as Arkansas played in the SEC tournament, it comes to an end. They're not beating Arizona. I got the Wildcats advancing. And then I got Gonzaga versus Purdue, right? Yeah. Gonzaga versus Purdue. I'm with box office. I think Purdue is just a little bit, too much for Gonzaga. So I got Purdue getting there. So I got the 1 versus 2. This game was hard to pick for me. But I'm going with Arizona. I think Arizona just from top to bottom, bro. That's the third number 1 seed I got getting there. I think Arizona's a really good team, bro. Really good team. They're one of the teams that I'm gonna talk about in a few minutes that could actually win it all.
I'm gonna tell you something, and this might sting. Number 1 seed's not coming out of that. That's the weakest. Arizona's the weakest number 1, and they are the most vulnerable.
We'll find out. I actually disagree with you. I actually disagree. We'll talk about it during the end.
The next is in the next bracket that we got to talk about.
I actually disagree with 2 things you said, but we'll talk about it in a second. I just want everybody to go through their picks because I want to break all that down.
All right, let me go ahead and get this out the way and correct y'all. All right, number 1, I got Arizona beating Long Island handedly. You want to win some money, put it on that. Villanova over Utah State. Wisconsin over High Point. Arkansas, who I absolutely love. I love a cuff. He's a bucket. One thing about this in the NCAA tournament, one thing that you can count on is a team with a very efficient scorer making a run. And a cuff, I think, is that guy this year. And So just pay attention to it. Okay, Arkansas over Hawaii. BYU, the banter, they get their whoever they play, it doesn't matter. They get their first, he gets his first win in the tournament. Gonzaga, big over Kennesaw State. That's another one you can put some money on. Miami over Missouri. I understand the SEC was pretty tough this year, but yeah, it's a reason why they're the 10th seed. All right, then I got Purdue over Queens. Where is Queens from? Is that Queens, New York? What the?
I would guess. I don't know.
No, it's not. I heard somebody talk about it. They are actually in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I thought they was coming from coming to America, Queens. All right. So let's work our way back up. I got Purdue over Miami, though. All right, Purdue over Miami. I think Gonzaga's too tough for BYU. Demanta gets ready for the draft and being their number one pick. Of course, I got Arkansas again running past Wisconsin. A good game though, but I got them winning. And next, I got Arizona over Villanova. Which brings us to the next one. We got Arizona and Arkansas. And I got Arkansas beating Arizona. I agree with you, franchise. I think Arizona is the worst one seed in this whole tournament.
Hell no.
And I got Arkansas beating them. And then you got Gonzaga and Purdue. I got the Zags beating Purdue, which brings us down to 3 versus 4, Arkansas and Gonzaga. And I got Arkansas. Shout out to my dog, Brandon Dean.
All right, so you got them in the Final Four, just like Jasper.
I got Arkansas in the Final Four, my brother.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
Can't you beat scoring? They got a good scorer.
Fair enough. Well, I'm moving on to the Midwest.
Great defense and a great closer solves a lot of things in the tournament. The deeper you go, the more important it is to play great defense and to have a score.
And you know what really right before I filled out my bracket, scrolling on Instagram, and I saw somebody, they did they had a story about how they believe that this a cuff is probably between him and Derrick Rose are the best guard that Calipari has ever coached. And they showed how a cuff actually leads Derrick Rose in everything. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if y'all remember Derrick Rose.
Oh, yeah, that ball was a problem.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. You think he was great in the NBA. He was amazing at Memphis. So that just made me start thinking about it, because I've seen a few Arkansas games, but I had the fact that he had the nerve to compare them and show the numbers to prove it. I said, you know what, bro? I'm rolling with him. And I think he should be a top 5 pick in the draft.
Could be. All right. Well, I'm going to move on to the Midwest, and this is the most interesting region for me. I got Michigan, whoever they play. Georgia, St. Louis. I watched a whole bunch of St. Louis because they're in VCU's conference, and they have fallen apart down the stretch. Meanwhile, Georgia's playing well right now. So I'm going Georgia just based off of the current form that these teams are in. Akron versus Texas Tech. Akron won the MAC, and they only lost one game in the MAC all year. And Texas Tech lost JT Toppin. Give me Akron to beat Texas Tech. Next matchup, Alabama Hofstra. Close game. Alabama pulls it out in the end. Tennessee versus potentially Miami of Ohio or SMU. We talked about Miami of Ohio. They've kind of like St. Louis fallen out of the tournament now in their first game and they've played everyone close recently. I've got Tennessee. Too much right now. Virginia versus Wright State. Virginia is the other Virginia team here. They're going to beat Wright State. Kentucky versus Santa Clara. Give me Kentucky. Iowa State versus Tennessee State. Give me Iowa State. Back up top, Michigan beats Georgia. Akron upsets Alabama. Virginia beats Tennessee. And Iowa State beats Kentucky. Going back up top. So my Cinderella is Akron. They get to Sweet 16.
Wow.
Against Michigan, but they lose to Michigan here. I've got Michigan over Akron, and I've got Iowa State beating Virginia. I like what Ryan Odom is doing at Virginia. I think they're a year or two away, though. I like this Iowa State team. And then for the Final Four, I've got Michigan versus Iowa State, and I've got Iowa State in the Final Four.
Wow.
An upset there. Iowa State can shoot it. They can shoot it, and they only lost to Arizona by 3 this weekend. I think Iowa State is playing really well. Michigan also lost their conference title game against Purdue, but I think Iowa State surprises everybody, and that wraps up my Final Four. My Final Four is Duke versus Illinois and Arizona versus Iowa State.
Hey man, send my money to me, man. Just send me my money, bro. This is easy, man. Easy money. Easy money.
I'll go another one seed, man.
Hey, listen. I'm glad you said that, my brother. So let's start there. Michigan, they're gonna win their first round game. Georgia's gonna beat St. Louis. I agree with you. I don't know what the hell St. Louis. I'm bragging about St. Louis to you, and then all of a sudden them fools just start tripping. So yeah, I got Georgia. I'm with you. Texas Tech, Akron. I see why you're going with Akron. I get it. Texas Tech down the stretch, bro, they were tripping, and I know they were out their best player, but I have to believe that they didn't lose to scrub teams down the stretch. I think just they're battle tested. They'll do enough to knock off Akron. They'll knock off Akron. So I'm gonna go Tech on that one. Alabama Hofstra, I'm going Alabama. I can't pick Hofstra. I don't know enough about them. Even with Alabama missing their second leading scorer and their best 3-point shooter, I still have to go Alabama. Tennessee, I got them winning no matter what. Go advancing. Then Virginia, Wright State. I got Virginia. I think Virginia. I hate to say, I'm glad he's not on here right now. I think they're underrated. Oh God, he's back. I think Virginia's low key underrated. Good team. Are they a Final Four capable team? I don't know. I don't think so. But they are really good. They can make a run. But I got Virginia winning that game. Kentucky, Santa Clara. I got Kentucky. Just too much talent. And then Iowa State, Tennessee State. I got Iowa State winning that one. So I'm going to go back to the top of my bracket. I got Georgia versus Michigan. Michigan's too good, bro. They're not losing to Georgia. I got Tech versus Alabama. I got Alabama, bro. At first I had Tech, but I went back just literally just now and looked. Tech losing them last 3 games, bro. I don't know if I'm with you, Jasper. I know they're missing their best 3-point shooter, Alabama, but Tech losing their last 3. I'm going to go with the Crimson Tide to advance, bro. I think I'm going to switch that on my bracket for sure because I know I had Tech before that. Then I got Tennessee versus Virginia. That's where Tennessee comes to end. I got Virginia winning that matchup. Kentucky versus Iowa State. Here's where you get your bracket blown up. Kentucky knocks off the Cyclones. I got Kentucky advancing. I really believe that too. I think Kentucky's gonna find their way. Then Alabama, not enough scoring to beat Michigan. It'll be not enough in the Sweet 16 to knock off Michigan. So I got Michigan winning that matchup. And then I have Virginia versus Kentucky. I got Virginia. I know box office loving that right now because I'm hyping up Virginia. But Virginia versus Michigan, that's where their thing comes in. And for the first time since 2008, all number 1 seeds make it to the Final Four.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
And I really don't like to do that. Y'all know I don't. But I'm going to tell you why in a couple of minutes after everybody goes why I have it the way I have it.
But that also X last year was all 1 seed, so this will be the third time.
Yes, I'm sorry. You are correct.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Got some very interesting picks. So I think Michigan's going to win against the 16s. Georgia over St. Louis. You know, I think that's going to be a close game. I got Texas Tech over Akron. I got Hofstra over Alabama. That's going to sting. The loss of Aiden is going to sting. I'm going to shock some people on this one. Miami, Ohio has been a very interesting story. And I think they're the squad that's not only going to beat SMU, but I also think they're going to upset Tennessee.
Wow. I don't see that, bro. But go ahead.
I think they beat Tennessee. Excuse me. I got UVA over Wright State. Kentucky over Santa Clara. The biggest upset of the year. I got Nolan Smith and Tennessee State over Iowa State.
Wow. Jamal Tinsley is shaking his head somewhere right now.
Bro, I'm gonna be so honest with you. If there's ever been a team that
wow.
upset, I think this is going to be the biggest upset. There's going to be either a 3-14 or a 2-15 upset, guaranteed. And I think this is the one. I think Tennessee State's going to shock everybody.
Wow.
Wow, I'm so shocked right now.
You're tripping.
Hey, you got that on your bracket? Hey, shout out to Jasper. Oh! Ah!
All right. So back up top, I got Michigan over UGA. I have Texas Tech over over Hofstra. I got UVA over Miami of Ohio, and then Kentucky ends the Nolan Smith dream, and Kentucky moves on. I like Mark Pope, man. I love what Kentucky's been doing. They're, again, so battle tested. They played a lot of tough games, a lot of close games, and it's going to pay off dividends. All right, so got Michigan over Texas Tech. I got Kentucky over UVA. I think that's going to be another close one. And in the Elite Eight, I know everyone likes Michigan. You know, they started out pretty well. They were number one for quite a few weeks. I think Michigan cracks in this environment. I also think that they are the worst number one seed of the 4 1 seeds.
Wow.
And they get knocked off by UK. So I got Kentucky getting to the Final Four. Which sets
Jasper. Wow, bro. You wilding tonight, bro.
I don't know if y'all noticing what I'm doing right now. I don't think y'all notice how the Final Four is set up, because it sets up for a very intriguing Arkansas versus Kentucky in the Final Four.
See, you're hoping right now. That's what you're doing. You're hoping for stuff to happen, bro. Bro, you crazy, bro.
In the Final Four? What a story!
That's not happening.
Hey, I'll give you flowers if it happens, bro. You wild, bro. You wild. You're a wild boy, my boy.
Yeah, man. I was with you on the Arkansas thing, but I don't think it's gonna turn out that way. All right, let me go ahead and get it popping. Michigan beats whoever they play. Georgia beats St. Louis. Texas Tech beats Akron. They got enough to beat Akron. Topping or no topping. Unless LeBron is playing for Akron, Texas Tech beats Akron. Alabama over Hofstra. They have enough in the tank left to beat Hofstra. They better. There's no way they should still lose to Hofstra, regardless. I know that's a easy one to pick for an upset, those last two, but nah. All right, Tennessee over. I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be Miami of Ohio. But anyway, yeah, I got Tennessee over them. I got Virginia over Wright State. I don't think that they're underrated. I just think that they're better than Wright State. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. All right, Kentucky over Santa Clara, and I have Iowa State beating Tennessee State. Chill out, bro.
You wild, boy.
You just saying stuff now. Anyway, all right, let's go back up. I got Kentucky beating Iowa State in an upset. I got Kentucky over Iowa State in the upset. I think that SEC ball is just gonna prevail. I got Tennessee beating Virginia. Same deal there. Tennessee coming out of the SEC. I think it's just gonna be a little bit stronger. Alabama beating Texas Tech. They both down players, and I think Alabama just has a little bit more. And I got Michigan beating Georgia. All right, let's work our way back down. Michigan over Bama. The Tide stopped rolling right there. Then we got Tennessee and Kentucky. I got the Wildcats. Pushing the Wildcats to the finals of that region. And it is over, Wildcats. Michigan wins and proceeds to the Final Four. So just to recap my Final Four, I got Duke, Florida, Arkansas, Michigan.
All right.
Guys, I've got Duke, Arkansas, Houston, and Kentucky.
Okay. Now it's time for our Final Four predictions. Tell us why, and then tell us who's going to win the national title. I'll go last here.
Okay. So before we get to that, can we just say like who we think is the worst number one seed? I heard y'all saying it because I disagree with y'all, bro. I heard Arizona's the worst. The number one. I'm like, dumb. That's crazy to me. I think Florida's the worst number one seed. I'm not saying Florida can't win it because I got them getting there, but I don't know. Arizona's the worst number one. Arizona's loaded. They lost 2 games, and they lost in overtime and by 4 points. Arizona has beaten the brakes off of teams, bro. Like, and I'm talking about teams that are number 1, number 2 seeds. They beat Florida, they beat Bama, they beat Auburn. I know Auburn didn't make it, but they beat the brakes off Auburn. Beat Bama by 21. Kansas by 23 the last time they played them. Like, I don't understand like how y'all disrespected Arizona. Not all of y'all. Not all of y'all. But Arizona.
I agree with X here. Arizona's beaten a record 12 ranked teams.
Yeah, Arizona's nasty, bro. Like, they can win it.
The worst number 1 seed is the Gators. They're missing Walton Clayton. This is not the same Florida team. They've done a good job of rebuilding, but not enough to win the national title, I don't think, this year. Florida's the worst.
The reason why, so I think Florida's got the easiest route to at least the Elite 8/Final Four.
I disagree.
Being honest. I think Arizona's inexperience is what's going to show in the later rounds. When you're going to, like, Arizona's playing a lot of freshmen right now. While they are really good, and what you've done in the regular season's dope, when you got to go, I'm telling you, going up against Calipari in the
who plays more freshmen than him?
No. While I'm agreeing with you, I think that experience matters, man. And this dude's got something up his sleeve. And if you're telling this dude, hey, bro, I get to play you. I get 7 days. Yeah, I get 5 days to figure you out. It's not like, oh, I'm playing. Again, hypothetically speaking, Arkansas gets to Elite Eight. He's got 5 days to figure out Arizona. 5. I'm taking my chances with Calipari. I'm truly taking my chances with Calipari.
So you think Arizona is the worst number 1 seed? Like, for real?
They're too young. And you can say, oh, in the regular season, you only lost 2 games and they blew out the team and blew out. In the tournament, when games get close, we're going to really find out what kind of a team Arizona truly is. I promise you. Y'all are going to be shocked. If Arizona, I'm going to say this right now, and this is going to be shocking. Villanova is going to expose something out of Arizona.
Oh,
and
they won't even play them.
Villanova plays Arizona in the second round potentially.
I know.
I love y'all, bro. Y'all funny, bro. I swear, y'all funny, bro.
What I'm saying is, I think, and this is coaching. This is me and my coaching brain. Villanova's gonna lose the game, but they're gonna expose something out of Arizona. And I think Arkansas is gonna be the squad that puts the nail in Arizona's coffin.
Okay. See, who's the worst number 1 seed? See, I just want to know before we go any further.
I said Arizona, but you may have changed my mind because I really just was hating. I don't like Arizona, and really, I've seen very little tape on them. I've never watched the whole Arizona game. I've only seen highlights, and they just don't have that it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and you would say Florida's the worst, but I've seen them play, and I think that I know they're not the same team as last year, but they got players on there with experience from last year and a coach that knows how to win. So I'm gonna stick to my. I think that I'm gonna go with Arizona, bro.
Hey, bro. Oh, wow, what?
I get them; they the big more ranked teams than anybody and all that, but
It don't matter in the tournament, right?
It doesn't matter in the tournament, but because when I look at it, if I had to pick a team, if I had to pick Michigan or Arizona, I'd take Michigan. I'd for sure take Duke. That'd be a no-brainer. And if they had to play each other, I think I would take Florida.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about it in a second. So me and Box Office think Florida. Y'all both think Arizona's the worst number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And X thinks the East is the toughest. I think it's the South. What do y'all think?
The toughest
region,
I think it's the East, man. When you got 5 coaches that have
you do have the best coaches in that region, that's for sure.
You got 5 coaches that have won national championships. And although we're choosing Duke because I think Duke is just way more talented, you got 5 coaches that know what the hell they're doing and know what it takes to get there. I've seen Izzo do it with with no-name guys, right? That he eventually turned into household names.
Yeah.
UConn. Need we say more?
Early's a monster, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Patino figures it out, bro. Defense is his calling card. You know?
Oh, yeah, but them boys, that's a loaded side.
And look, I don't care what anyone say. Coach K is still coaching that damn team at Duke, man. Shire's good. but he's still coaching that team some way, somehow. He got that imprint in there some way, somehow. That's why I just the toughest one's got to be the East, man.
All right.
It's just no telling who comes out. Now, granted, again, I got Duke because they're more talented, but aside from that, man, it's very hard to call.
You saying asking where's the toughest or the easiest?
The toughest bracket.
Toughest bracket.
You could say the easiest one too if you could give us both of them. Because I know what I think.
I'm gonna put a spin on it. Toughest bracket for the team that I think is gonna win their bracket is Florida. I think they'll have the toughest road through their bracket to get out of there. And the easiest bracket for the team that's gonna win it is Duke. I think Duke is just better than everybody in their bracket by so much. It's not gonna. I don't think they'll be tested all the way to the Final Four. I don't believe they'll be tested in any game.
Okay.
All right. Final Four predictions. I'll go last. Who we got and who you got winning the Natty and why?
Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
I got my Final Four is Duke versus Houston, and then Arkansas versus UK.
Duke versus Houston, Final Four rematch.
Exactly. And this is going to sound so interesting, but I've got to go with, I hate to say this, and I love Houston. I love everything out of Houston. Houston's got beautiful women, great.
Right.
And Calvin Sampson's a hell of a great coach. Duke is going to beat him. I think this is going to be another one of those.
The revenge.
Duke gets the revenge. I've got Duke going to the final. Something about the Boozer, about Caden playing better down the stretch is going to play off major dividends against Houston. Arkansas, UK. I like the storyline. Y'all can say what y'all want. Something about this storyline is going to be very fun to watch. But in the end, I got Arkansas, which now sets up a Duke versus Arkansas final.
Wow.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Jay. If you do it, I swear to God, bro. You the truth, bro. You the truth.
Hey, man, I'm going to shock everybody. Right? 11:02 standard time. I am going to say that the Arkansas Razorbacks will upset the Duke Blue Devils.
Wow.
The national title.
Oh, man. Bro, what?
That's the most Jasper prediction ever.
Bro, you the truth, bro. I swear you the GOAT, bro. I swear you the GOAT, bro.
This happens. I'm letting you guys know right now. If this happens, there's got to be somebody that says, "Hey, man, this guy's got to be."
Hey, bro, I'm flying to the DMV, bro, to shake your hand if that happens, bro. What? Like, you're a beast. You're a beast. Hey, shout out to you, though. Shout out to my dog Jasper. I'll go next. Florida versus Duke in my first matchup. Fire matchup. But I just think Duke's too much for Florida. Florida's a good team, and they can win the whole thing. But when I picked my Final Four, I was like, truthfully, in my mind, that's not nobody. Y'all have your own opinion. I literally thought there's only 7 teams that can win the national championship.
Okay.
I literally looked at the bracket and said, I'll tell you who I thought. I thought the 4 number 1 seeds. I thought Houston, UConn, and Purdue. Okay. That's the teams I thought could win it. And I said Virginia would be the team that I don't know if they're good enough to win it, but they're good enough to, scare some teams and maybe go on that run. But that's probably
there, yes. But I can also see it today.
Right. So that's right. That's how I got to my conclusion. I really wanted to pick Houston over Florida, but I was like, bro, I'm gonna go with Florida. I just think that Florida, they're 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 they'll find a way to get it done. But I got Duke over Florida. Mine's nice and simple. I think Duke has been the best team all year, followed by Arizona. So I got Arizona knocking off Michigan in the other Final Four matchup. I got a Duke Arizona championship game. I think that's gonna be fire intensity, but when it's all said and done, the Blue Devils cut down the Nets, man. I think Duke is the best team from start to finish. It might not be the pick that everybody wanted to hear. It's probably the easy pick, but I'm going with what I saw. And I think Duke's the best team in the country. I think Duke beats Arizona, but it's going to be a fire game. If Arizona wins, I would not be surprised.
I don't want to add one thing X to that. I think if Houston and Florida played again, Houston would get them this time. They had more starters come back.
Right.
They added more offense and the revenge factor. These guys don't have Clayton. I think Houston would beat Florida. I don't have that on my bracket. I would pick Houston in that game, and I would be very confident.
And I'm not opposed to it, bro. I literally was like, bruh. I got to that matchup. I was like, bruh, I don't know who I'm gonna pick to win that matchup. And I was like, bro, I really want to pick Houston, but I'm gonna go with Florida. For whatever reason, when I filled out the bracket, that's what I did. I may switch it. I may go back and switch it because I agree with you. Houston can do it, but I still think it's Duke, Arizona there. When the smoke settles, that's the two best teams in the country to me. And they play for the national championship.
Okay. All right. See who you got.
All right. My Final Four. First, we'll go with the left side. I got Duke versus Florida. Florida, the run stops here, bro. Duke just too powerful. Although Duke always does this, bro.
You're right. You're right.
They look so explosive and so unstoppable, and then they end up losing in the Elite Eight or the Final Four to a team that you could have sworn that they were better than. So I would not be surprised if Florida upsets Duke, although I'm taking Duke. On the other side, I got Arkansas and Michigan. Give me Arkansas.
Wow. Jasmine, you got the same final.
Darius Acuff is just that damn good, bro.
Wow.
Out, bro. He shoot the lights out. I love our athletic guard that because in the tournament, bro, sometimes it comes down to a one-on-one game. And you give me somebody who can go get a bucket. If you give me somebody who can go get a bucket, I'm gonna roll with them at the end. And when those games get close, I'm gonna go with the guy who I know can go get a bucket.
Under a minute and 30, Acuff is money.
Gotta be close enough to be money. You gotta be close enough to be money, my brother.
And I give Calipari the coaching nod. And when he has talent, he's usually able to make it happen. So I'm gonna go with Arkansas. And in the finals,
do it, John Shire. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Mr. C, you're a very smart man. You wear glasses for a reason. You see the light. You see the light. True is squinting. True can't see the light. Okay.
I told y'all earlier that I've never smoked weed, so I ain't high. I'm going with Duke. So when
All right. There you go, my boy.
I can't do it, bro. I like Arkansas, but it's just too much over there in Duke, bro. If Duke loses this, it'll be before they get to the finals.
Sit your ass down, Jack.
He want to turn his damn lights on.
All right, so this is so funny because I just ran across this on Twitter.
Right now, man, put that nonsense down, man. That shit.
Hey, so listen to this, Jasper. No team since 1997 has won the Natty without being a top 40 offense and a top 25 defense.
Okay.
There's only 11 teams this year that have done that. Duke, Michigan, Arizona, Florida, Houston, Iowa State, UConn, Michigan State, Gonzaga, Virginia, and Tennessee. So no Arkansas. So
I named them teams to win. Well, every team I named except for Purdue. Purdue wasn't in that bunch.
So we got 2 Dukes and an Arkansas. All right. My final 4. I've got Duke versus Illinois on one side, Arizona versus Iowa State on the other. I do think Duke is too much for Illinois. Illinois, I think, is going to have a great run, the best run they've had since 2005 when they actually made it to the national title game. But Duke gets some Darren Williams team. Yeah.
That was a long time. Luther Head. That's crazy. That was a long time ago.
Yep. That was that team, and I think they make a run, but Duke's too much, bro. I got Duke over Illinois. So we get Jasper, who'd you have in the Natty against Arkansas?
Duke.
Okay, so all of us have Duke from that side of the bracket. In the other matchup, Arizona versus Iowa State, they just played.
Yep.
And Arizona beat them by 3. Arizona crushes them this time.
They beat them by 17 earlier, 16 or 17 earlier this year, too.
Yep. I've got Arizona Duke.
Me and box office, same thing.
2001 rematch. Y'all remember that? Shane Battier,
Yep.
Gilbert Arenas, Richard Jefferson, Boozer, all that. Arizona versus Duke. I think they've been the best 2 teams this year. I think in a way Duke kind of relies on Boozer a little too much.
I see what you're going. I see where you're going with it.
What I like about Arizona is they've got a really complete team. They've got 2 big men. They've got a great backcourt. They've got a deep bench. They have it all. And I think Tommy Lloyd, all those years under Mark Few, was waiting his shot. Arizona wins the national title.
Wow!
I just think they're the most complete team. I don't like that Duke relies a little too much on Boozer. I think their run ends there, and I grew up a Duke fan. I still root for Duke. I just root for VCU a little more now. But I do think Arizona's the deeper team. Their backcourt is great, got size. They've got it all. I got Arizona winning the national title.
Wow. So me and box office have the same final, and you all have the same final. That's crazy. But we all have a different, well, me and C have the same winner.
Right.
All right. Here's a fun fact. In 1994, do y'all know who the Final 4 teams were?
I think that was when Arkansas went back to back, and I think they played Duke. So I want to say Arkansas and Duke. 94, I'm going to guess Kentucky, and I'm just Arizona.
Arizona and Florida.
Ooh, okay. And Arkansas and Duke.
Arkansas and Duke played for the Natty.
You're right.
I would have never guessed Florida. In 94?
I didn't guess Florida either, yeah.
I would have never. That wouldn't even came across my mind, bro.
Arkansas was an easy one to remember because they went back to back. They won the first one, lost the second one. Honorius Williamson or whatever.
Man,
Wallace Williamson.
Scotty
Thurman.
Yep, Thurman. Yep. Interesting.
Oliver Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But anyway, my final was a repeat from that. Arkansas and Duke, and Arkansas won that one. I got Duke winning this one.
You're a smart man, John Shire, baby. Jasper's disrespecting John Shire. So I'm like, shout out to Coach K, but this is John Shire's team now, baby.
I think Perry has a way of figuring it out, man. And
Shire's going to win one, but I just don't think it's this year.
I'm going to say this too. If Calipari wins this title, he walks into the sunset. He's done.
I don't know about sunset. I think he's waking up. Tyson's chicken money.
Yeah, I don't see why would he want to leave, man. If he wins it,
I mean,
he just adds to the legacy. That's all he continues to do. He just adds to his legacy.
I think he doesn't like. I think he's another one of them coaches that doesn't like that everybody can pay players now.
No, but that's another reason to let it go. Like, bro, a lot of these old heads are really stepping down because they're having a hard time competing with that, man. That NIL space is not as easy as everybody thinks.
No,
it just takes from losing one big player to a lesser college, and they're like, man, I'm not gonna do this no more. I used to give that boy a bag of money, and he'd be over here, and I wouldn't have to think about this.
I think we know, but I think this younger generation doesn't realize Arkansas basketball has always been better than
for sure.
Right.
For sure. I just think that y'all believe in a little hype a little too soon, man. I don't think Arkansas does it this year.
But A-Cuff, and this is where I agree with C so much. Bro, if you look at, okay, boom, you got Boozer, right? He's a big. But, bro, in the tournament, guards win games, bro.
That's true.
Guard play wins a lot of games. And the more I watch Arkansas, I just like, man, when you need a bucket, are you going to Caden Boozer or are you going to A-Cuff? Because guess what? That ball has to go. If it doesn't go through Cam Boozer's hand, it's in trouble. You got to run an offense for Cam Boozer. You don't need an offense for A-Cuff, bro.
But I feel like you're relying on him to go on something like a Kimball Walker type run. And I don't know if I think that he can do that.
Got that, though.
I'm not saying he don't got it. I just don't think he's going to do it.
And Jay, I wanna. You said something. You said guards win these tournaments. I agree, but go look at Arizona's backcourt. Jaden Bradley and Braden Burries is number one reason why they've been so good is they have the best backcourt in the country, and that's the big reason why I went with Arizona. Plus, they have good size, and I think they have a great coach.
That's where I think Arizona's going to lose it. Is coaching late. When you got to go up against a Calipari, it's different. It's totally different. It's different.
Man, well.
You know what, bro? I think Calipari is a great coach. I think he's a better recruiter than he is a coach, though.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure.
But
he's always been known to be a recruiter.
So when it comes down to like those last minute coaching things, I'm not gonna just say, I go with Calipari because of that. I just think that he picks out great talent. And I think what he did was he picked out a very good guard. And he said, I'm gonna build around that. I got one guard and I'm gonna build around that.
But he's got so much length as well.
Yeah.
And it's a certain, bro.
All right, hold on.
Go ahead.
We got to pause that, bro. That was terrible. Oh, my God.
Oh, come on.
Nah, that was egregious, though, bro.
That's a normal basketball term.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Let me ask you like this. Because me and Box Office think Duke and Arizona are the two best teams. But let's go off of if Duke or Arizona, I know number one seed and Jasper, I know how much you high on Arkansas, so let's take Arkansas for y'all two. Who's that team that you think is going to win the national championship if it's not one of the one seeds and not the team that you're actually picking?
Michigan State.
I think it's Houston.
I was just about to say Houston.
Houston's legit. Very legit. Like,
if it ain't now one of the teams that I pick, because I was this close from picking Houston.
If we're not doing one seeds and all that, I would go Illinois. I think they're flying under the radar. If I had to go outside the box, my Cinderella though is Akron. Did anybody else have like a Cinderella that far? I had Akron the furthest.
Yeah,
No.
no, I think you had to pick a Cinderella, bro. I think Pinn's gonna be the team that, bro, might shock a lot of people, bro.
They are scary, bro. When I watched them on Saturday, man, it was so like they played such great basketball, and yeah, 44-12 is just amazing.
But bro, they're 24-point underdogs against.
No, I'm not saying they're gonna win. I'm saying I just thought that's what I would pick as far as like a wild underdog, like a big underdog. That's the one I would go with.
Agree.
I think Akron upsets Texas Tech. That's the big one for me.
I'll say this: if there was a Cinderella, and
And VCU is going to beat UNC, of course.
I think it's South Florida.
Okay. If I said double-digit team, a team that's not ranked, not a top 10, I mean, not a top 9, that could actually make a real run.
Akron.
A real run?
A real run.
Akron's catching Texas Tech and Alabama at the right time.
McNeese.
They got a bad matchup.
Yeah, they do. Horrible matchup.
Oh man, I don't see none of them teams making a real run.
I don't see nobody that ain't a top 10 team making a run, bro.
I got one.
Not this year, man.
Bro, I got one right now. Y'all ready?
Maybe Missouri. Maybe.
I got two.
Who, Jasper? You finna say something crazy as hell. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say NC State, and I'm gonna also say nope, and I'm gonna also say Miami of Ohio.
Bro, Miami of Ohio, bro,
they're not
making a run. They're not making a run, bro.
I think schools go, but if you had to find someone that, hey, bro, this squad might be able to make a run at that 11, might be something to think about, man.
I don't know. I think they're gonna
watch Texas A&M.
Hey, and didn't I tell y'all that Miami of Ohio is gonna be an 11 or 12 seed?
Well, that we were saying if they went undefeated.
No,
I think they would win.
If they took a loss, I said they would make it in, but they'd be 11 or 12 seed.
So if they went undefeated, where would they fall?
Well, no, you're right. I think I did.
I thought it was undefeated. Maybe I'm tripping.
I think I did. You're right. I think you're right. I thought they would be probably a 10th seed. Yeah, I said 10th seed at best.
If they'd have went undefeated, I think they would have been at least a 6 or 7 for sure.
Yeah, I think they'd be a 6 or 7.
You'd have had
but I'm happy they made it though, because you go the whole year with one loss. Like, you got to get in, bro. Well, it's 68 teams. I don't care what division you're in or conference. It's one loss, and you got 68 spots. I don't care. They deserve to be in, and I'm glad they made it.
I'm glad they got in because I saw an article saying that if they didn't make it, they were gonna claim part of the national championship. I was like, bro, shut up.
Well, what? I got SMU beating them. Believe it or not.
I think I do too, but I'm happy they got in regardless. They could get crushed by 30. I don't care. They deserve to be in with one loss.
Right.
All right. Well, let's get to our shout outs. I think we've spent enough time. We got all our picks in, and we're going to talk about it more next Tuesday when we're in the Sweet 16. Y'all go ahead.
Well, shout out to y'all, boys. Shout out to my brother Franchise, man. Hey, man, basketball's over now for you as far as coach. I should see you on here every Monday night talking sports with us. Cause boy, you funny. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You bring comedy to our show. I like the whiteboard behind you as well, bro. That's fire. You gotta get your light on though, man. Turn your light on, bro.
I'm gonna clip up that that Arkansas thing. You go get us some
Right.
This is what I really need clipped. Exhibit A.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Jasper turned
guarantee
into John.
that's gonna get some clips.
Jasper
Right.
turned into John Gruden over here with the quarterback camp over here.
Hey, John Gruden's unemployed for a reason.
Hey man, chill.
Hey,
Oh, but
make
y'all,
sure you post our Final Four predictions and all that on TikTok.
I got you. I'm gonna do that for sure. Shout out to y'all though, man. Shout out to Northside, bro. I'm proud of them boys, regardless, even though I don't work over there. Getting, runner up, that's fire. Huh?
I say, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Chill, man. Chill. But shout out to y'all boys, man. Can't wait to be on here next week. We're gonna talk some more college basketball. Oh, I got UConn in the Final Four for the women. Hey, box office, don't start your stuff though. I got UConn, I got LSU, I got South Carolina, and I got Texas getting there to the Final Four. That's my Final Four. I think UCLA loses to LSU. Ultimately, I'm gonna be real though. I got UConn winning it all. UConn's just too talented. I got UConn winning the women's bracket. So UConn and Duke, familiar faces, win the national championship in women's basketball and men's basketball. But shout out to y'all. I'll be on here next week to smack y'all around.
I'll go next. I'm not gonna watch the women's, but
Chill, man.
I'm guessing Gino's gonna win though. Hook 'em horns though. But in terms of the men's, VCU's gonna beat UNC. Then y'all are gonna ignore me in the chat. C's gonna owe me $100.
You're gonna inbox me. I already know.
Jasper, it's good to have your energy back on the show. We better see you next week and not in 5 months. Also, hook me up with a job, man.
Yeah, man, Jay, man, we gotta talk, man.
but
Now you wanna cut the camera.
Another fun show. And see y'all back next Tuesday or Monday, whenever the hell it's gonna be.
Good, brother. Oh, you want me to go? Oh man, shout out to you guys, man, for holding it down for during my time. I've been coaching, as everyone knows. I'm the head boys basketball coach at La Plata High School. So I've been so busy with basketball and life, and it's such a great feeling to be on the show with some great guys over, talking about basketball, talking about sports. I ain't gonna lie, man. This was so nostalgic. By the way, Exhibit A, Exhibit B, gotta love it. Shout out to my La Plata High School Warriors. Shout out to my family, everybody back home in Louisiana. Shout out to everybody in the DMV area. And most importantly, man, hey, bro, shout out to excellence, man, and greatness. 100 and over 100 teams get the opportunity to play for a national championship. So shout out to those guys that made it to this round and this opportunity. And hey, man, let's see some great basketball. Everybody out there in the world, have a great night, man, and thank y'all for blessing me back on here.
All right. Yeah. You know what it is, man. Miss Louisiana.
It's just something about that sound.
Just something about that sound. Just something about that side. You know what it is, man. Yeah. All right. I just had to get that on.
Hey, man, play that back one more time, boy.
Yeah. Boys, you Holy Ghost dancing over there.
Hold on. Like Rick said.
All right, man. I got a last shout outs. I always go to my family, Hunter Morgan, Tori, Krishna Lee, and Edward. Daddy, love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second. To my beautiful wife, Latricia, I love you too. I'll see you in just a second. It's the Pap House Babies, Marcel Carter Bryant and Azaria Grace Bryant. Pap Pap, love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second, even if it's just on my screensaver. And, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. And the boys, all y'all boys, NBS, man, appreciate y'all boys. I'll be back on next week to smack y'all around and see who was the most correct falling into that Sweet 16. And we already know who that's going to be. And I'll be $100 richer.
All ones, sir. All ones.
Yeah, man, I like to have ones because I get it to my kids for their birthday. I give them 100 ones.
Uh-oh.
So they can have a little stack to wave around.
See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Shut up.